29.
Hello, 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 Miss Sheri Beery. How are you feeling today?
I'm actually sick. I'm
Oh,
COVID positive.
mm. That ought to be a reminder to you people to still be careful and to still, know that to take
It's still
precautions.
around.
It's still around. Just like the flu. It's not going to leave. It's just
Not
not
going to
a
leave.
pandemic. It's not a pandemic. I think that was the thing today. They downgraded it, or this week on the news, they downgraded it from a pandemic. So
So my
definitely, how are you feeling? Is it mild symptoms, hard symptoms? Like, how do you
It's
feel?
mild. So my son is the one who wasn't feeling good. I think it was like Wednesday. And on Thursday, I'm like, "Are you sick?" And he goes, "Yeah." So Thursday night, I was like, "Have you done a home COVID test?" He was like, "No, but maybe I should." So he did his home COVID test and it came back positive. And I'm like, "Do another one just in case." So he did a second one and it came back positive. And so I did one and it was negative. And then I went to told my boss. My boss let me go to work with a mask. And then they sent me home because somebody complained. And then so I
Well,
worked
women
from home.
complain. I'd have just been like, "Can I go home?" She can stay here. Can I go home?
Right. So yesterday, Saturday, I started feeling sick, like sinus infection. And I was like, all right. So I tested again and it was negative. I literally stayed in bed all day and a mild fever, a headache. I mean, I just felt like hammered crap. But I started taking my echinacea and other my immunity teas and my other things that I already take. And then this morning I felt better and I woke up and I said, well, let me take another test. And it was positive. So I'm like, how is that? I'm sick as shit yesterday. And today I feel good and I'm positive. So I took a
Well,
second.
you did do some little herbal things and some things for yourself to make yourself feel better. You drank your tincture stuff too. You know what?
Yep.
You're the very first person I ever heard use that term. Now I go on YouTube and every other word out somebody's mouth is take a tincture for. I'm like, where I get that from? Yeah, like that.
A hair in my eyelash.
So now every other word out of somebody's mouth
It's
is
like
that.
it's like
Um,
when you see a car, when you buy your car and you're like, oh, I got this car and nobody else has this car. And then all of a sudden
well,
you
maybe
buy
I
this
just didn't pay attention when they were saying it, but after you said it, I swear every other word out of somebody else's mouth, I'm like,
teacher. It's like, I'm telling you, it's like buying a car. Because every time I bought a car, in fact, today I was like, dang, I'm sitting here and there's an Arcadia there and Arcadia there, and I'm in an Arcadia. And they're all black, all three of them.
oh wow.
Well, mine's gray, but it's very dark gray.
Yeah. Oh
So
well. Anything else happened? Did you get to watch any good TV while you were kind of resting?
I
All
watched.
you that are I'm sorry, one second, make sure. Post your questions if you want to get a reading. You don't have to ask, is there a reading? Post your questions, and Kina will let you know if there is room on the list or if you made the list. So just post your questions and let me know what you want to ask. Please post a question. Don't just keep generaling me to death. If you are a person who every single week who asks for a general, I am not going to read you because you should have a specific question. And when I went to the psychic fair last week, it was confirmed the same thing I thought. I didn't. The lady said for this amount of money, you get 3 questions. I didn't have 3 questions. You know why I didn't have 3 questions? Because I didn't really need to know anything. My guides and I knew everything. I just wanted her to confirm some things that I already knew. And so I didn't have any questions. So I didn't get a reading from that lady because I didn't have any questions. So I've always assumed if you don't have any questions, there's nothing going on in your life that you want to know about. If you have questions, then that's what's going on. So please post your questions and don't general me to death today. And please, if you don't want to see my head explode, don't ask me 1,000 love questions. And do not ask me how he feels about you because I'm not going to tap into his energy, but I will tap into your energy. I will tell you generally about love, But again, please think of it like this. If you were on the other side and he came to me and said, how does such and such feel about me? Would you want me probing into your thoughts and your energy, telling him how you feel and the things that you think about him, dirty or non-dirty? Because I know I've been in some of y'all head and some of y'all just ain't right. I'm just
Thank
saying.
you.
Exactly. And I wouldn't want somebody going to somebody else and trying to figure out what I was in my head, because they might find out she really don't like you because you short. And
The
that's just
shit that she's
it's
come back and told me, and she's like, "Don't get mad at me." My guides have told me. I was like, "Damn, those guys outed me."
See? So don't go and, so please be mindful of the questions you ask. Don't ask me to get into somebody else's energy and read them, because it's kind of like reading their diary. Like literally, when I go into their energy, I am probing through their thoughts and the images that are in their head or whatever information that is being shown to me from a higher power. So just post your questions and please be mindful of what you're asking me to do. But you were saying something else, Miss Sheri Beery. That torch
Well,
is crazy. Let me tell you why that torch is crazy, because I know where it came from, for one. And then for two, I know how you
she
obtained it.
torched him
And
with
then
it.
the flame just be like boof when it actually set something on fire. So yeah.
I've been playing with it. Like I can make the flame bigger.
Yeah.
How did I do that? Anyways, I was playing with. Oh, here it is.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe, people. Let other people know that we're on live. Tag people, let them know. I probably won't be online long anyway, because again, it's Sunday and I have to go pick up Brandon because they think he a grown man and he always got to work on Sunday. So
This is the candle that Dawn gave me. It's
it's
almost
almost
gone.
gone. It's almost gone.
Yeah.
So, and you know what? I was just telling Sherry that I had some littles doing the little ding dong knocking on my door thing. And so the first time I was like, who is that? Ain't nobody
Now,
invited. I'm like, ain't nobody been invited over here, so you shouldn't be at my door like that. And most of the people who would be welcome here probably have a key or know how to get in. So knocking on my door, and then you knocking on my door like the police. First of all, if I come to the door and all my windows are open, so I can see you, little boy, run around the corner. You lucky I ain't come out there and push you in your back and knock you down, because you know what I'm saying. I could have been that mean old lady. When I was a little kid, there was an old lady who lived in a block. She dressed in winter clothes in the summer, like she would have like a full wool coat, long sleeves, a scarf, and she would come outside with her broom and chase us on our bike when we rode past her house, because she didn't like. I guess she didn't like kids. So they just knocking on the door. He did it multiple times. The first time, I ain't say nothing. So then the second time he did it, I was like, you got one more time. Did it again. I called the office like, look, it's two little monsters running around here knocking on people's door. Y'all need to handle that, because otherwise I'm going to go out there with my belt and we going to tear some kids up. And when your mama comes, we're going to go toe to toe, because I just don't have time. Your kids should not be knocking on my door like that. What is wrong with you? Knocking on my door like the police. I don't know. I don't know y'all like that. Mm-mm. The list is still open. Just post your question that you want, and Kina will let you know if, that she got your question and that you're on the list. Right now, we only have 2 people on the list, so I guess it's not a lot of people who want to know anything about their life or what's going on. A lot of people are really into what's coming up in May, because it's only 7 days. So what's going up in class on Tuesday? Was it last Tuesday? I think it was last Tuesday. We did monthly readings, and we did monthly readings where you got one card per month, and then you can only do one clarifier. And then I also did give them an action step, like what is, tell them what their next action is or what they should be doing, like things like that from spirit. So sometimes we don't have an idea of what we want to know. And if you don't have a specific question, you could just be like, oh, well, what's coming up for May, or what's coming up this week? Like every week I do a Celtic cross for myself, and it's very accurate, usually with some of the stuff they're telling me. This week I did a 7 card spread where I pulled out Monday through Sunday, and then I clarified each one. And boy, I tell you, it's a lot going on for me this week. A lot. What can you do to improve your money career?
get another job.
Listen, the words fell right out of my mouth, like literally get another job. Like when I wanted to afford the apartment that I am now, this is how much money I was bringing in. this is how much it costs to live here. So I had to get more income in order to make more money. Like sometimes that means changing jobs. Sometimes that means getting multiple jobs, as I've said on here many times. And Miss Lady, whoever posted the question about your career, we're not reading you now, but I'm just saying in general, these are some of the things that you can do. Like I got a second job. Actually, I have multiple jobs. Like I have a full-time Monday through Friday job. Then I have another flexible job where I can work any shift that I want. And then I also do the classes on
Cat
Tuesday and I
for-
come live. So those are all different things that I do to generate income. And so the first thing you could do is generate income. But when I do your reading, I'll see what is coming up next for you, the person who asked about career. So don't worry about it. Um, Hey Jaded, hey Lady T. I think Thoko was on here. Libra Queen. Oh yeah, you're the one who asked. So Libra Queen, don't go. I'll actually pull a card for you and see what's coming up next for you. Angie, did you see what I said? Let me see what she said. Did you say you pregnant? I don't know. I'm just trying to see what it said. Oh, what did he say about me coming on time? Girl, he laughed because I said everybody was like, "Are you going to get Brandon? Are you going to get Brandon on time?" And he was very happy. Usually he be sitting outside. There's like a little bench outside where the smokers sit at the store when he comes out. And he used to be sitting there looking at his phone all sad, like my mama don't love me. This how he be looking. So y'all know when I'm late, that's how my son be looking, just sitting there on the little stoop. And then I let
What
him
else
drive.
will make my mommy
He's
go?
getting pretty good at driving. He told me the other day, "Mom, ready to take my driver's test." Ugh, almost passed out. Y'all ever seen that GIF by or that GIF by I think it's Jennifer Lawrence, and then she be like in church and she just passed out. That's exactly how I think. You will know my mom think I am pregnant. Oh, okay. Well, I'm just saying that was the very first thing that came up in my thoughts when you said, "Did you see what I posted?" I was like, "Wait, did she say she pregnant? Lord help the child." So today he gets off at 6 o'clock. So that's 2 hours and 40 minutes. So Jada, keep me on track. Keep me on track. Don't let me forget. 2 hours and 40 minutes. I gotta go get Brandon. Um, hello, Bone Lush 25. Like, I don't know if that's sexual or what. Like, I don't know if I'm excited or just like maybe you got broken bones. You said Bone Lush. Bone Lush to me seems very sexual. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. I'm just saying Bone Lush 25. Is that okay? Let me get my mind out the gutter. This is why I say you don't want to probe into other people's mind. Look what you would have got if you'd have got into my mind. Um, May I be added to the list? Blessed and highly favored. Yes, you may. All right now with your strong spiritual name, blessed and highly favored. Uh, it's not in reference to sex, blush lush. It's just, I mean, bone blush lush. Lord have mercy. I can't even read right now. Where my glasses at? That's probably what I need my glasses on.
No,
Bone lush. I'm sorry. It's not sexual. Okay. I'm gonna believe you. Then what it mean? Because I need to know now. Bone lush, like what that mean? Is that some kind of gaming thing? Like you need to tell me right now.
maybe they like eating bones. Maybe they like eating marrow out of the bones.
If that's what it is, then don't tell me because I don't want to know. That's hey, when's the last time you been to the Metro Center, that mall out there? We went the other day and it is literally on the decline. Like I went to the movies out there the other day, yesterday, and it is literally an abandoned building. Like they might as well just go ahead and give it up. And they park like it's just a freak, like just park anywhere. They don't obey none of the lines, just this way, that way, up, down, straight. I thought I was gonna see somebody on their side. It was awful out there. But the movie I went and saw was good. I went to see Guardians of the Galaxy and it was so good. It was a
I don't
finally
know
so
to hear it. I'm trying
I'm
to
not
get
gonna tell you
somebody.
about it. And I was so into it. I was like, I have to go home and read some of the spoiler stuff about it. And it was nothing that I thought. It was a name for makeup. I saw it and went with it. Oh, okay, Bone Lush. Okay, I like it. I just didn't know if it was some, you never know. Boner. It's all the same line, but I like it. Um, but yeah, it was really good. So this is the final Guardians of the Galaxy, and they told how everything went. I'm not gonna give y'all any spoilers, but it was good. It was like 2 hours and 30 minutes too. So it was really good. Y'all would like it. Monica, you can post one question, not three. Monica, how many questions you done posted? Well, Keena only go tag the first one, so we only go. If you real what? Okay, absolutely not. That is a lot. Oh my god, y'all is asking. Can I ask a yes or no question? You can't ask a yes or no question. And if that's the yes or no question, Well, that's not a yes or no question. Oh, you said, is it the same person? We'll see when we get there. We're about to get right on it. Okay. All right.
Get down on it. Get down on it.
Oh my gosh, that is not the song. Oh my, let me tell you, the other day I'm at work
Get down on
and
it.
they were, somebody put on a nice old groove song. And so the drivers were coming to get their pickups or whatever. And the Do You Earth, Wind and Fire song came on September. When I say everybody in there was getting it, like, do you remember? Even Keena, me and Keena was in there like, do you remember the 21st night of September? Oh, I'm telling you, that's why they put that song on after as soon to start a party, because it just make you want to dance. How can you not dance and be happy when that song come on? It was another song that came on too that we was happy about. Okay, let me see what else. I don't have any other information. But so I guess we'll just get started with the reading. As it comes out, it'll come out and I'll let y'all know. What was you drinking? Oh, Dutch Bros. I saw the look up. You know, they very distinct Dutch Bros. Was it some kind of creamy cold coffee? Cold coffee just don't
No,
make sense to me. It just
I
don't
didn't
make sense.
want anything creamy. I mean, because I'm sick, so I didn't want anything creamy, and so I got an energy drink.
Yeah, send Sheri nice, yeah, send her healing vibe. She has the vid COVID.
Yeah, I have the
She has
vid.
mild symptoms, but she was in the bed all day. So send her nice vibes. And again, this is a reminder that COVID is still out there. Still be cautious and be aware. You know, still do your proper hand washing, have your little hand sanitizers. In some instances, it may still be necessary to wear your mask. So be aware. Like Miss Sheri Beery is sick. So I'm gonna have to burn some sage to do something, send her some healing energy or something. Okay, y'all. All right. What really was
Yeah,
Sean?
so I have a compromised immune system already because of my allergies and how COVID attacked my immune system last time. So they send me home and I have to isolate myself in a house with a person who has COVID. So it was inevitable that I got it. So as
Yeah,
soon as
she got it from her
he
son. He got it.
as soon as he got started with, yeah, I've got COVID, I started immediately on my immunity tea and my echinacea tinctures. So
Exactly. That's what somebody said. You got all the herbs. There you
I
go. All right. So Monica would love to know what's in store for her for May. So let's see what's going on for Monica for May.
This is what I'm drinking.
They're actually showing me. I'm sorry, somebody does not realize that I am live, so they are texting me. Um,
Do you remember when it
Now that song stuck in your head, ain't it? I know. Um, okay, I was looking up some stuff on. What did you say?
Okay.
Okay, I was just looking at some stuff. Y'all had to go get them long nails off. They was way too long to get my little short back. Cute little pink and white, because some long ones, they were cute online and I like the way they look when I hold the cards up, but it was just way too much going on. Listen, I was typing the email and I was mad at the person I was talking to, just click, 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 click. You know, that email was gone with all the typos in it and everything. And I'm like, where my email go? I'm looking like, where it go? Where is that? It has already been sent. And here come my manager responding to the email, like, yeah, Angie is right, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, Lord, that's the most unprofessional email. And I chopped them nails off immediately, like clip, 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 boom. Couldn't do it. Too much
Dawn,
email.
you are naughty.
What did Donna say?
Bones, creamy, bed, hard. You have my head racing.
Oh, Don took all our keywords and made a string of. What type of spiritual are you, if you don't mind me asking? I come from a very long line of Native American shamans, and I consider myself a mixed shaman or oracle. I don't have a title on what I do. I just receive my messages from my higher power, from my ancestors or whoever. So I don't have a title on it. I don't say that I'm a shaman. I don't say that I'm a witch. I don't say that I'm an oracle. I'm just a person who receives messages and gives them back to you. So however you want to define that. But it is
I
nice
am.
to know that you're a Native American shaman. Say that again.
I said I am a witch.
There you go. And so my friend asked me, she said, "Do you know a witch?" I said, "I showed it."
You sure do. You know a couple witches.
I know it. I told her. I said, "I know." I said, "I know." I said, "I know several." I said, "I know a lot of people who call themselves witch, but I know a couple of them." And she was like, "Oh, I need something for for health reasons. I need blah blah blah." And I said, "Oh, I know somebody perfect for that." So I have to give you her number because she does want a consultation. She mentioned a medical issue that she wants to deal with naturally.
Okay. No problem.
All right. Will I
Well, I'm
find out?
not making anybody anything until I am COVID free. So sorry.
Jaded, that answer is no. Will you find out if your tuition loans are 100% clear this June or July? I don't think any of us are going to find any of that out anytime soon. No. So no, you're not going to find that out. And directly heard that from my guys. No, you're not going to hear it by June or July. And that's just the nature of the beast that we're going through. Not anything specifically. Like Kina, I think got hers clear because her school went out of business, and it was years after the schools went out of business, and they had done all the stuff before she even found out that hers were cleared. So it is a long process, and the answer is no. You will not find out by June or July. Again, post your questions. Kina will let you know what the answer is. So Monica, I'm sorry, let me get into your May, because the first thing I saw was a tulip for your May, and I wanted to make sure that I was seeing it right and not just associating the tulip with May. But this is a flower that's already budded. It's not budding, it's already budded. So you have something in a work that you're working on. You've already started it, you already have some momentum to it. So it's something that has already started, but it's a good thing. Yellow is infinite possibilities for me. It's good. It's sunshine. They're actually showing me the sun card. It's freedom. It will give you the freedom financially that you want, because that's what they're now showing me, like money, and they're showing me dollar signs. So whatever project or new thing that you just started, or something that you just, not necessarily just, but you've been working on, or that you're working in, it's an increase. So it will give you the financial blessings that you want. Something about a car, tires on a car. Are you trying to get a new car, or do you need new tires on your car? Because they're showing me the tire specifically, not the whole car. So I'm assuming there's something wrong with a tire, or did you have a flat tire? Because I heard financial setback. So did you have to get a new tire on your car? Um, and were you trying to get the city to pay for it because you thought like, oh, it's construction area? They're not going to pay for it. You have to go through a lot to get them to make that commitment to paying you back, is what I'm seeing here. Don't ask to be added to the list. Just post your question, and Kina will put you on the list, and then she'll let you know. So, Miss Monica, are you still here? Are you answering me? 69, oh mama 96. 69. Wait a minute. 69, yo mama 96. Oh, okay. That's you kiss your mom with that mouth. 69, yo mama 96. Can I get a reading? Yes, you can get a reading. Kina will add you to the list, and she'll let you know that you're on the list. That is a powerful name there. Okay, so yes, you're here. I need money for my treatment. Yes, I have financial issues. Okay, so the money will be coming in, because I saw it pouring down on you, not flying away from you. So usually, if your money's going to be going out, they show me it flying away. They show me pouring down on you. Are you? Did you apply for some special grant or loan? Okay, that's what you're applying for. Because I thought it had to do something with tire. Is it because you have to travel a distance to get your treatment? Because they were very much showing me the tires. So I thought that, oh, maybe it's something to do with new tires, and you were trying to get some kind of approval. So are you trying to get approval for this treatment? Is that what they're saying? So it feels like you applied for some kind of grant or some kind of program or something to get this treatment. And let me see, are you going to be able to get it that way? It doesn't seem like whatever you initially applied for, you will get it. You will get the approval that way, but it'll come another way through another route. Like, okay, you were denied this way, so now you can go this way. I used to work for this place called McKesson, and they did all these different trials for like medications that were not federally approved yet. So as a part of the trial, you could come in and get all this treatment, but your doctor and you had to report any side effects or anything that was happening to you to our line. And so I did different projects. So sometimes I was on the line where you called in to tell what your symptoms was and what your issue was and what drug you were on. And sometimes it was just to say, just to find out to try to get pre-approved for it. And so if you didn't get in this way, then there was a different route that you could go. And there was a lot of drug drug suppliers who would give you like a $25,000 card to help you pay for your treatment or help you to pay for things that are get there. So she said, yes, have to travel a distance place to get the treatment. Okay, so I saw that. Okay. Don wants to know, is it chemo that you're having that you're getting treatment done for, Miss Monica? Mm. Oh, she said not apply for a loan or a grant. But did you apply for some kind of assistance in order to pay for your treatment? That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying loan or grant. Like not everybody thinks that it's a grant or whatever. But so you said no, it's not for cancer, it's not for chemo, but you do have to get treatment. So are you going to get approved for so okay, then, but I see you applying for something because that's what they made me see the tires. And then it was like, are you applying for whatever it is? The answer is no. But then because you got that no, you'll get something else. So maybe somebody will tell you something about it, or you should look into some other resources to help you pay for it. Because like I said, I worked for this place called McKesson and they had all these different oh, she said a hernia. Oh, so you need to pay the copay, is that what it is? In order to have the surgery and you have to drive to it. Okay. Okay. So assistance financially pay for it. Then I don't know. Because they made it seem like you would not get approved for whatever it was. So were you rejected for did your insurance reject doing like reject your whatever it was, something you're applying for, and I'm getting a no that you got rejected for it the first time. But if you go back and do it again, there's going to be a different route to it. So that's what I'm getting is that you're being denied. So you're saying you're not applying for assistance with paying for it. So maybe your insurance provider rejected the way that they submitted to get you approved to get the surgery. But you will, I'm getting overall, yes, you will eventually have the surgery, but you're just gonna have to go a different route or maybe resubmit it to your insurance for approval because it looks like it's some kind of approval or some kind of something that is outside of your control that you're trying approval to do. So that's what I got for her. What do you have for her?
You know, it's interesting because you got all this financial and medical, and I got more of. For me, it sounds like there's another person involved, like a love. This isn't like a love reading for me. So I got the eight of spades, which is arguing, shouting. It may not be love. Speaking with strife, like you're fighting, fighting, fighting for something. Then the two of spades, which is again separating, fighting, falling out. But then I got the eight of hearts, which is love and relationships, and it says flirtation, young love, tenderness, emotional, as well as physical unity and love. So I don't know if there's a person that's involved in this that they're trying to tell you to do things one. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm really thinking that there's another person, that there's a partner involved or somebody that you're arguing with about all of this stuff. And they're saying do it like this, and you're like me or Angie. Throw Angie out there too. We're stubborn as heck. And I think that it could possibly be that whoever is this relationship is about, like there's a lot of fighting going on, and eventually I don't know. I just don't know. I'm not putting it together well, to be honest, because
It's like I feel like this because I also got something about like, oh, maybe this is the person that was going to take her to the doctor, or like, if you're going to have
Maybe.
surgery, you need somebody to drive you. And I feel like maybe this person was refusing to also to accompany you or something like that.
Yeah,
If it's something, or maybe
I
you
don't
don't
nec-
have anyone to accompany you to the doctor.
okay. So like I don't have it as a romantic relationship as much as it is an emotional relationship with somebody. So there's a lot of fighting and a lot of frustration with that, but that's what I'm getting out of
Oh,
it.
she
So
said,
they're telling me to
yes,
do
I broke with my best friend, and now I feel he contacted me with a fake ID.
what I like broke
Okay,
with
so a
friend.
lot of times women will be like, "Oh, he's my best friend. He's my best friend," but to you, you were like just somebody he was having sex with. So was he really your best friend? Because a best friend, why would they come and contact you with a fake ID? So were you his best friend, and he wasn't your best friend? Because why would my best friend, like we're no longer cool, why would that person come and try to contact me with a fake ID? That just doesn't make sense to me. So
Yeah,
if you suspect that this is somebody with a fake ID, you don't have to respond to them. The choice is always yours. This is not a
yeah,
dictatorship. You don't have to respond. There's people all the time who ask me stuff and I just don't respond. It just does not. It just isn't. It doesn't edify the future of my life in any way. So if the actions that you're sending to me or the things that you're doing isn't going to enhance my life in the future in any way, I just don't have to be a part of it. I'm just going to move it on and not do it. So right. So you blocked him. That means you don't want to be involved. So then don't
don't.
you have intuition. You have that gut feeling. And you know what? That's why I felt like it was a gut punch. You have that gut feeling and you're not listening to it. If you think it's that person, then it is that person. You don't need me to tell you whether it is that person or it's not that person. Just don't respond to them and keep it
Ah,
moving. Social media has pros and cons, and it is a beast when people just want to play and pretend to do stuff. But if you don't want to bother them, you could like you have the power to command. I like before I got on here, I put my shield over me, over this over the people who are going to come on the live and over my live, that there wouldn't be any trolls and things like that. And so you have the power to be like, hey, I repel anything, any negative energy or anything that is associated with this person, and allow your angels and guides and your higher power to repel this person away from you. Like you guys always give up your power and just act like you're a helpless broke baby bird with a broken wing. Just literally say, I repel this person, or I block this person in all aspects, not just on social media, but I repelled, I blocked this person. Like literally, I told my guys when I started online dating, if there's anybody who is not good for me, to let me know. They literally showed me the person that I was dating as Judas. So it's not that hard. Just say, is this that person? And let your guys tell you. Tell them to show you a sign that it is this person, or is that person? Or you could just ask, are you such and such? Like sometimes it's just are you such and such faking to be blah blah blah. Like you could just ask that question and they may come clean. If this was your best friend, why would they try to harm you?
yeah. I'm not
I
tapping
think
into
it's ridiculous
Daniel
how
Mowat energy because that's not my space to tap into them.
are Daniel and Moet the same person? No, they're not. They're not the same person. So I'm not tapping into their energy, but based on what I got, that they're not the same person at all. But
I gotta know.
you're starving for attention. I do get that. You are very much starving for attention and want somebody to cling on to. You're going through this illness and you just lost your best friend, or your best friend is no longer there. But think about it. So whatever the issue is that broke you up, that you two are no longer friends, if this person died tomorrow, are you gonna be the person at the casket falling all over? I miss him. I just saw him. This was my best friend. So if it's worth you being at the funeral falling all out like that, then it may be worth you trying to mend that relationship. And if it's not worth you doing that, then you can just move on with your life. Like you have to see things in the reality of what they are. Like, are you going to be that person at the funeral just falling all out like, oh my God, I love him, I miss him? If he truly is no longer the person that you want to deal with, then just move on with your life. You don't have to. But if this is a person that you want to mend that relationship with, then you need to walk forward and do that in that light. But I don't see it being the same person. And that's just what I got from the pendulum. And Miss Sheri did a card and she got to know too. But you are very much starved for attention and affection and love. Like I'm not saying that in a evil, in a mad way, because a lot of us are starving for physical touch. Like a lot of people just want to be touched, just want to be hugged. When Sheri Beery first met me, what did she do? She gave me a hug because that's what Spirit told her. I wanted a hug. I needed a hug. And I had cried out to Spirit a long time. Like a lot of times it just says, sometimes I just want a hug. I just want somebody to hug me. And so that's what she did. And so sometimes we're just starved for attention. So call out for what you want and you'll get it. Like literally, I told my guys I needed a hug, and Sheri Beery came along and gave me a hug. And so you have to ask for what you want. It's not that hard.
I literally walked up to this woman with picture face Angie going on. Told her.
Because I was so mad at my guides then too. Like I literally was like this. And the other person, because we were in our Monday night class, and the other person who read me, they was like, I see you with like a spear. You're ready to go to battle. Like you are all set to me. And I said, oh yeah, I'm standing at attention. Me and my guides are fighting. And so she came up and she was like, they told me to give you a hug. And I was like, oh, okay. And it was true. I really did need a hug. I literally needed a hug. So you may just, be starved for attention, but that's how I'm getting is that you really do need some attention and some love and affection. And you can get that from family and friends. It ain't, always the same. Like I don't want Sheri Beery laying in bed with me, rubbing on my hair, but a hug is nice.
She wants to be rubbing on my hair. Don't lie. Don't let her lie to you.
Right. I don't want her rubbing on my hair. I want her hair on my head and I can rub through it. Okay, so what is next? Okay, Miss Monica, I hope that helped you out. So let's go to she says, I want a hug from a new love. Amen, Angel Wings.
Amen.
I am with it. Not yes, not for physical, but for emotional stability. First of all, Miss Monica, you can't go into a relationship needing somebody else to provide your emotional stability. That's something that you have to provide for yourself. We're in eclipse energy. We just had a full moon. So you can release all those things that no longer serve you. You can release all those emotions that are holding you down or making you feel starved for attention. So you don't want to go into a new relationship being starved for attention or starved for emotional affection. Like you want to stabilize yourself, because think if you were with somebody else, if they were with somebody else and they come back and be like, all girls cheat on me, so everything that you do, they think that you're going to cheating, they're bringing that emotional baggage in, or that hurt from the last relationship. So you don't want to take this emotional situation into something new. You want to be one whole and capable person of having an adult relationship before you enter another. So maybe you're not ready for love, or maybe you need to, or maybe you're not ready for a relationship at all if you're saying that you need some emotional stability, because that comes from within. Somebody else can't give you the emotional stability you need. They can disrupt your emotional stability by being a pain in the ass, but they cannot give you emotional stability. You make your own emotional stability, and then the people that enter and exit your life, you can they either disrupt it or support what you already have. So don't go into a new relationship thinking that you need that they're going to find the emotional stability that you got, because if they don't give you everything you need, you're always going to be, you didn't this, you didn't that. So if you come there as a whole person, then they don't have to supply that need for you. But then also don't go to somebody else and try to and have to be that need for them either. You want two whole, healed, capable people ready to move forward in an adult relationship. So that's what I got for you, Miss Monica, and I hope that helps. So the next person is Bonita. Miss Bonita, I will tell you, I'll give you a general love reading, but I won't tell you what his intentions is, because I already gave the long speech about probing into somebody else's thoughts, and I don't have permission to do so. So I will give you a reading, but I won't tell you how he feels about you, because again, I don't want people going into my thoughts telling other people how I feel about them, because they might find out things about me that I don't want them to know. Exactly. That's why I heal before I expect to know. And we're never going to be totally healed into that place where we're just, not having any triggers or no emotional issues or something like that. But you don't want to go in there where you're thinking somebody else is going to provide the stability for you. So do you have anything for Miss Bonita? Sheri Beery?
No, I will. I don't have anything for Mr. Sin or to what he is, but I will do a general reading for
I get an excitement and a giddiness. Like she really wants to know because she really, really likes him. Like,
Yeah.
that's what I get. Like, she's excited about the new possibility in him. So I get her excitement as I tap into her energy. And she's hoping that maybe he is as cool as she thinks that, as she perceives him to be. Like, she thinks like, oh, this, like, I don't know if you're one of those people who write your name and then his name after it. You've already thought of that. Like, you went from 0 to 100. So I feel like you went way, way, way too far, too fast.
Okay. So right when you said that, I pulled this card, which is the daydream, like daydream,
Yeah.
and yeah,
Yeah.
I was like
Exactly. I feel like she's one of the
daydreaming
people
and
yeah.
peace. I'm like, that's funny. So it's
Yeah.
daydreaming, peace, and contentment. So that's interesting. So it it says that you'll have a friendship that you daydream about more with this person, and that the more you push this person to have a relationship with you, the more that you're going to push this person away. So don't push it so hard. You have to let it grow organically.
So, and that makes sense because the first thing I got was a Hierophant, and that's like traditional institutions, marriage, love, all that tradition. That's what you want. That's what you're seeking in love. You want that. You want something that leads you down the roads to marriage, to a baby, to all those things that are traditional. So that's what the Hierophant is. You want that tradition. You want all of that stuff that is associated with it. But then I got the Ace of Swords, and that's saying you need a new way of thinking. Like you need to get out of that as soon as you meet somebody. He could be the one. What if he's the one? How could I do this? And how did I? And you just daydream yourself into something that you want them to. And then when they don't meet the needs of when they don't meet the needs of what you when they don't meet the needs of what you want them to be or what you've made up in your head, then it's a letdown for you. But they never really had a chance because it was in your head. It wasn't in reality. You weren't judging them on the person that they were. You were judging them on the person that you wanted to be. I really feel convicted right now. Like they talking to me, but that's okay. And then the next thing is I feel I got the Five of Pentacles. So this is either somebody returning to your life because it's that retro until May 15th. We're in the Mercury retrograde. Then that post shadow takes us a little bit further out. So it's either somebody returning from your past or some event or emotional issue that you haven't dealt with returning from your past, or this is you feeling left out in love, like you've had some hard times in love. And I'm gonna pull up. I don't even have to pull another card because it's that I got it was already up and it was the Six of Pentacles. And that's you not receiving as much as you give in love. So you're a very generous giver in love, but you don't receive it back. So this is where you're feeling left out in love. You went from the 5 to the 6. So that 5 is feeling left out, and that 6 is you giving more than you get in love. And that's why they want you to change that thinking from always so dreamy and starry eyed to thinking logically. This is that logic. This is that new thought. This is that good news coming in. But it's you thinking differently about love, not so it has to be this. And like I feel like you're having like one of those times where you're having my biological clock is ticking. Like, look, I'm about to be this age, so I should have been married. I should have started already had 2.5 kids and a dog. And so a lot of people are like that. Like, I met this guy, and he said that he was dating this lady, and she was like, "Look, my doctor said that if I want to have kids, I need to start right now. So what is you talking about?" And so since he wasn't ready to do that, she just broke it off with him. Like, "Oh, okay, I don't need nobody who ain't ready to fertilize these eggs. So if you ain't about to supply no sperm in a way that's gonna fertilize these eggs, then I'm gonna have to move on." And so she dropped him because she had, for her biological clock was ticking so loud that it didn't matter who the person was fertilizing the eggs, just that they get fertilized. So what I feel like that's going on with you, like you're reaching certain age milestones where you feel like you should be here or you should be doing this or you should be doing that. Honey, I'm 47 and I ain't never been married, so don't even feel bad about it. It'll come when it's supposed to come, and always be in divine timing. Remember, I always tell you, 20 years ago, Angie was not ready for her husband. She would have been on cops. We would have been fighting in the yard barefoot, shirt tore up, scratches all over our face. She wasn't ready for a marriage. She just wanted a wedding. So you have to realize what stage you are mentally here before you start looking for something here that's going to get you all hot and heavy down there. So literally, they want you to change that thought. All
Want
right,
your
Miss.
garden planted. Yeah, just My other cards were talking about your daydreaming, this, that, and the other, but the one that I got again was really take care of you, and you whatever you want to project out and have in a relationship with somebody else, make sure you're available to offer that same thing to them. You want somebody to open the door for you, you need to be and I'm only using this as an example. You need to be prepared to open the door for them. That makes sense. You want somebody to be able to make you breakfast in bed every other week, then you better be making them breakfast in bed every other week. So there's those give and take. And I'm just using those as very, very simple, because you are in charge of you and how you put it out there.
Exactly. So I hope that helps. Keena, who's next? Well, that wasn't a bad question. I like when we turn it into a general because it then becomes pro focused on your healing and your forward movement and not how this person feels about you. I feel like had I truly given her a reading about how this person feels about her and I'd have told her exactly what I see about this person, then she may have, sometimes you feel differently when you find out that they don't feel the same way about you that you feel. And sometimes it ruins the relationship. So that's why I don't like going into other people's heads. But I really feel like you're well on your way to getting there. Just change your thought process on what the relationship has to be at the very beginning. Let it move along slowly. Okay.
I think that we forget, like when we're so, and like Angie pointed this out for me not too long ago. She's like, your heart is calling out for love so much that you're forgetting about yourself. And it was mostly because I was going through something, and I was feeling lonely, but that's because I had somebody in my space who had manipulated me in a major, major way. But I had to back up and remember that I am the most important thing in any relationship. I gotta Everybody goes, oh, we need to take care of the other person, but then I had to flip the script and sit there and think, oh, I have to take care of me before I can take care of the other person. I want me to be number one with me. I want my partner to be number one with themselves. And then when we come together, you can have a better.
Exactly. Listen. Going into a relationship totally healed where you're not dependent upon how they react. Like you can be like, I can take it or leave it. And a lot of people aren't strong enough to deal with your take it or leave it attitude. Like at this point in my life, it's a take it or leave it. Like either we are meshing or we're not. We're moving forward or we're not moving at all. And so when you totally know who you are, you're established financially, you're established, your emotions are intact, your self-esteem is intact, and you think that you know who you are mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically, and you don't have any worries about how this person is going to encounter you, that you don't feel so obligated to stay in a relationship that isn't giving you the joy that you want. You can just be like, yeah, I don't like this, and move on. And that's kind of where I am. And a lot of men don't necessarily like that because that you men like to be desired in that way. Like men don't like to admit it, but they want to be desired in that way, or they want to be needed. And if you don't, sometimes it's hard to get on board with having them with that strong personality and that strong view of who you are. So I would prefer to come to a relationship as a whole person, mentally, physically, and emotionally, before I allow. So I'm not going in there in such a need to be loved. So I'm sorry, y'all. I was just checking one thing. Okay. All right. So I'm back. So Miss Libra, have you started pulling cards for her?
Not yet.
Okay. So I did. Miss Libra, are you here? Keena has asked you several times in the chat, and now your name is up on the screen. So are you here? Oh, she said yes. All right. So cool. We're ready. All right. So I immediately got somebody sitting on the couch with their legs crossed and refusing. They're saying, like, are you refusing to pick up shifts? Are you refusing to do overtime? Are you refusing to do extra work at work? And I don't know your situation. I don't know you like that, but this is how they showed me you sitting on the couch. So the first question I was told to ask is, do you have like, are you on a fixed income? Usually when people ask me how to improve their income, it's because they're on a fixed income. And the best advice I could give you, because they got is good business sense. I got the Queen of of Wands, and that's with you getting out there and making good business decisions. Like if this job doesn't pay you enough, find another job that does pay you better. If this job isn't giving you the hours that you want, then go and find another job. If you don't like the people there, like there's all these options that are in your hand. Like it's not a magical formula. I have to keep telling you that. Like it's not like I'm gonna go there and they're gonna be like, oh, go apply at Amco and then you'll make $17 or $25 an hour and blah blah blah. It's about you knowing what you want. Have you decided what it is, how much money you need? Like, have you decided that this is all my expenses, so I need to clear at least this much? The universe can't give you what you aren't asking for. All you're saying is how I improve my money. Have you looked at where you're spending too much or where you're spending too little? I can look at my stuff all the time and see probably a lot of it goes to hair and clothes. Like somebody asked me today, well, why do you work so much at your second job? Because I like hair, I like clothes, I like dresses, I like shoes. Well, I don't want you to be Daniel. You could, you know, you don't have to die. You could just bald your own head and give it all to me too and start over.
Do you know how long it takes to grow
I
this?
just want the hair. Right, you got that many years left. You can do it again. So what they're saying is like you got to have more money coming in than you have going out. Like I know what my spending habit is, so I know that dropping my other job isn't going to work. I know that I want to do this full time. So until this right here can pay for what all my expenses are, I have to do it all at the same time. So what they want you to know is you have to do the things that you need to do. Like they're showing me, like, are you applying for something? Or are you just thinking that a job is going to plop down in your lap and somebody's just going to know? Like, is your resume up to date? Are there no typos on there? Are you using the correct keywords? I was literally looking on looking at the news the other day, and they said one of the biggest mistakes people make in an interview is they don't research the question, research the company. So when they ask you about the company, you're like, oh, well, I really don't know. So are you doing the things that you need to do in order to increase your income? Are you calling your abundance in? We routinely talk about our affirmation. I believe in infinite abundance and all my wants or needs are met. I say that, I believe in it. And it has been proven to work for me over and over and over and over again. Like literally, I manifested something that was so ridiculous the other week that I've been telling people about over and over and over again. I was walking through my parking lot. I saw that somebody had one of those little window shades in the thing that said the name of our complex on there, and I was like, "Oh, that's nice. I would think, I would really like one of those." And so, lo and behold, a day or two later, I go into the office for some unrelated matter, and she's like, "Oh, it's Customer Appreciation Week. Would you like to spin the wheel?" I spun the wheel, and I won the little thing that I wanted. It was a very insignificant thing, but I believe in infinite abundance and all my wants or needs are met. This was a want. I wanted this window shade and I got it in less than like 7 days. It was something insignificant, but it just tells you the power of your manifestation and how you can call things into you. So something, if I can call something that's insignificant as a window shade into my car, then you can call in money or another job. Like see yourself at a new job. What kind of job do you want? What do you want to do? Do you want to do customer service? Do you want to do restaurant? Do you want to do childcare? Like see those things and make a list of those things. The one thing I've been telling people to do that I've been working on, put your top 5 out there. What are the top 5 things that you want the universe to bring to you? Like I always program my child to have a list. Mother's Day is coming up. I can give him 5 things right now that I want for Mother's Day. Any other holiday that's coming up, I can give you 5 things. Always have a list of things that you want, that you need, that you want the universe to give to you. Because if, lo and behold, somebody waves a magic wand and says, okay, let's grant your wish, you gonna be stuck like, I don't know. So you need to tell the universe what you want, or your higher power what you want. So that's what I got for Miss Libra Queen.
So you said that you have this condition where you get nervous for job interviews. Is it like anxiety or in that aspect? So I can let you know that there's an herb out there that is called motherwort.
Oh, I thought you was gonna say it was called marijuana. My bad.
Well, that too.
But that might prevent you from getting the job.
But motherwort or even mugwort, you can smoke mugwort.
She was talking about the list.
It says uncommon condition that causes an unpleasant smell, no cure for it. Have you gone to an herbalist? Because, I mean, so there's no cure for it in the current pharmaceutical world, have you tried herbs? Have you gone to an herbalist? Have you tried that? Because even though it's not going to pop and cure like everything overnight, and like we
And
expect.
how did you get your current job? Do you currently have a job? How did you get that job? You were able to control it enough to get that job. And most interviews are online now. I don't even know that people are doing in-person interviews. So that shouldn't be an issue because you'd be doing in-person interviews. And then there are many remote jobs that you can get. So again, there are many different ways that you can get a job. You're thinking of all the traditional ways. Again, you could literally do an online interview. You could the last job that I got, it was totally online. I didn't have to go into the office for anything, everything. I haven't even stepped into the office. So you can find fully remote jobs.
Yeah, I know that. Like some doctors just manage what I get. Went to a nutritionist. Yeah, Western medicine. I mean, I still go to my Western medicine doctor, but I incorporate herbs into my life, and herbs are amazing. I'm just suggesting like find your local herbalist or a shop that does herbal
Or
medicine.
contact Miss Sheri Beery for a consultation on her tea. You never know, her tea could help you out too. Or like literally, Sheri Beery's tea. I went to her for something to help me sleep. And when she did her consultation with the higher power, they told her to give me something else for hormones. So again, have a consultation with Miss Sheri Beery.
Yeah. No soy, no seafood, no dairy, no eggs, no red meat, no potatoes. Sound like the shit I eat. Um, I'd love to try it. Okay, so I don't know where you live, but something keeps telling me like
This is Sheri Beery's information on how to contact her.
like you need an herbalist. I mean, there's in your area or something, and
Well, Sheri Beery is a certified herbalist. She took the classes and she knows how to make shit that'll make you feel better. So I don't know why
shit.
she's not selling herself right now. She knows how to make stuff that will make you feel better. And so Miss Sheri Beery is a certified herbalist. I like calling
Anyway,
you herbalist. I like calling you a herbalist. It just means weed to me.
it means I just go out and yell at the landscaper for killing the dandelions. And then one of my board presidents actually sent me pictures this weekend, and she's like, "This dandelion is for you." And then she sends me TikTok stuff with dandelions all in it, and I stinking laugh my ass off, and I'm like, "That is the coolest thing ever." Because
And
dandelions are.
when I talk about Sheri Beery's tea, I'm not blowing smoke up your tail. Like I'm not lying. Like that stuff works for like seriously. That nighttime tea, you ain't even gotta have no problem. It's like boom, Mike Tyson punched you in the face and you are knocked out sleep. And your dreams are better. Your third eye will be open. Like there's other people in our class on Tuesdays who've gotten orders of tea from them because they wanted their third eye to be more open. And that's what her tea actually did. Like whatever it is that she gets from her higher power that tells her how to mix up your tea, that's what she did. And your tea may not be the same every single time. So don't think that what she gives you one time will be something that's good for the next time. Every single time she consults the higher power and she gives you something better. So I'm just saying, in my experience, based on what I've gotten from her, the two teas that I've gotten and the topical cream that she gave me, all of it works and it has been a great success for me. So definitely contact. Oh, here's Miss Julie in the website in the comments saying that the tea works. So definitely all of us have tried, or most of us have tried the tea and we know that it works and it is a very good thing. So definitely contact Sheri Beery regarding it to see if that works. But again, also look, like I was on Instagram and they were talking about the top 5 websites that you can go to find work from home jobs. Again, just open your horizons. Like that's why I kind of got that woe is me type things. Well, nobody wants to hire me because of this. Well, there's a lot of people who work from home who never leave their home and never have that issue. So it's fine. Or you can also calm yourself, before you go to the interview. So I don't know if the condition also makes you nervous, or is because of your nervousness, then you have the because of your nervousness in the interview, it causes you to be, to sweat a lot. So either way, you may need to calm yourself. And Miss Sheri Beery gave you a whole bunch of different herbs and things that you could do.
Um,
GP
and
wants her third
Miss
eye open. Again, Sheri Beery's information is up on the screen. Contact her for a consultation in order to get the tea.
and Miss Angel's Wing, have you tried? You said you had dandelion greens in salad. Have you tried dandelion pesto? It's instead of using basil, you use pesto and like a little bit of basil. Make it the same way you would make pesto, but you use dandelion greens in it instead. Fucking delicious. It's fucking delicious.
Miss Sheri Beery is very good at what she does. So definitely, if you guys want any kind of consultation on the teas, for whatever your reason is, it doesn't have to be specifically for sleeping, which is what I wanted. It could be for something else. She'll be able to help you with it.
Oh yeah, that
Okay.
grown ass man. That grown ass man. So my grown ass man was the second person to buy tea from me. And when I was doing his tea, I was hearing that he was having a skin problem. Even though I was doing a tea to open his meditation, I put stuff in it to help with his skin. And then the next time I made his tea, I used stuff in it, and I asked him after the fact. I said, "Hey, are you trying to like get in touch with your feminine side?" And he said, "Yes." And I'm like, "Okay, that explains the red raspberry leaves." So
Alicia said, "Hey, I know him. I think you might know him." I believe the situation will eventually cure, Libra. Don't doubt it. Definitely contact Sheri. Exactly, Miss Jada. Miss Jada is also reading you. We have people who are in the comments who are also very good readers and very good intuitives, and so you may get some comments in there where they're reading you also. But best of luck to you, Miss Who was it that we were reading? Miss Libra Queen. Everything is going to work out for you. Like again, I got good businesses. So you just have to think of ingenious or different ways in order to make money and to get more money for yourself. So all the things that we've told you will help you to make more money. And if all else fails, nobody can smell you on OnlyFans.
I got mugwort. Again, it's just.
Oh, that was exactly what you said. Yep, exactly. And, oh my gosh, Angel Wings, that is exactly what I got it for. Like literally to the, and I didn't even tell her her higher power when she did a consultation for my sleep tea, told her that's what I needed it for. Like literally, Angel Wings, that's what I got it for. And among other things, but it helped for all of that. Exactly. All right. So Maria Herrera, are you still here, Miss Maria? I didn't see you in there. Are you here, Maria Herrera? What is coming up for me in the next couple of weeks? Okay. I feel like I need to use some different cards. You're welcome, Libra Queen.
Yeah, that was kind of interesting, to be honest, Angie. Major, when I was making your tea, it was like all of a sudden there, she needs another one.
And so she bought me 2 teas the first time. All right, Miss Maria, you want to know what's coming up for you in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to pull one card for each week that's coming up. So that would be the 7th, the 14th, the 21, and 28th. So I'm going to pull 4 cards for you for each week. And then Miss Sheri Beery, if you get something before that, you can go ahead. But immediately I got don't drive the boat off the cliff. So that doesn't make sense logically. How would you drive a boat off the cliff? And so what they're showing me is that your mode of transportation is wrong for the journey that you're on. Like you're not using the right mode of transportation for the journey that you're on. Like you're on dry land trying to use a boat is what they're saying to me. So don't drive the boat off the cliff. That's the first thing I got. You're looking at the situation wrong is what they're telling me. Like you're already
okay. So I got this 2 of Wands in reverse, and I thought, what? And I started looking at this card because I don't think this is my mini deck, and here it is. This like Burning Man in the background. And that's what caught my attention, because she's looking down and away from the Burning Man. She's not paying attention to the Burning Man. So right when you said that, it clicked. I'm like, what is this trying to tell me? And it's not the 2 of Wands. It's trying to tell me that you're not paying attention. what's
Like
around
she's
her.
already dead set focused on what she wants it to do. You know how some people talk to you and they don't listen to what you're saying. They listen for the cue for them to be able to say what they want to say. So they didn't
Huh?
clearly hear what you're saying. So in this situation that you're dealing with, you are not paying attention to what the situation is. You're just ready to force your views upon it or what you want to do in the situation. You can go ahead, Miss Sheri, because I got to pull these cards.
No, that was amazing because then I got the 8 of Wands, and again, she's just kind of walking willy nilly up through. She's got all the animals, all the critters around her, and intuitively and interpretively, she's just not paying attention to the shit that so animals to me are gifts. You're not paying attention to the gifts that are given to you. Like you're charging into situations head on. So I'm not reading what this is, like the Knight of Pentacles, and I'm not reading what it is, but I'm looking at this card as in you're just charging in without paying attention to what is around you. There's shit on fire and you're just not paying attention to it. And again, you're just walking through the wilderness aimlessly without direction. And that's why you're here, is because you'd like us to give you direction. But deep down, I think you know what your direction is. Well, then the bottom card is the Star card. What?
I'm totally confused because all of her cards for the week are very good cards. Like I got the Ten of Cups, I got the Wheel of Fortune, I got the King of Wands. So I got good things, but I think it's if you kind of change your focus and see the true issue and the true thing, the direction that they're going. It feels like a work situation to me. It feels very much focused on career because I got a lot of wands. So for me, wands is career. And then they showed me an office setting. So I feel like you're not seeing the situation as is. It's for your better good. So I don't know if it's a promotion or something else that they're asking you to do that could lead you to something else, but you're not seeing the situation the way that they want to be because you really want this 10 of cups. That's what they're telling me. You want everything.
Yeah.
You want emotional fulfillment. And right now you're not getting it, but that's because you're not looking at the total picture. You're seeing it from a single solitary view with blinders on. And they're saying if you look at it better, then there is this Wheel of Fortune, things changing in your future, but this change is stuck. Like they're showing me like this wand right here, somebody is telling you something to do or somebody is giving you some kind of information and you're not listening to what they're telling you, and so this wand is literally stuck down in the wheel, and so the wheel cannot move in your favor. So right now you're stuck in a situation where you want this emotional fulfillment, but you're not able to get it because you won't move or budge on the situation that you're doing. So that was for the 7th, and then that was for the 14th. And then this right here is for the 21st, which is that King of Wands. And they're saying literally you are usually a good level-minded business person who makes good business decisions, or you're usually looking out for the best interest. Because if you're a king, you have to think about the whole kingdom, not just you, because you don't want your people to rebel up against you. And you also don't want them to be pilfering from you. You want them to have faith in what you do. And so they want you to pay it. You're usually a good business person. And so in this is the 9 of Cups, and usually this is wish fulfillment, but they want me to pay attention to her arms being folded. She's not in a receiving mode. Like you've gotten all these accolades, and it's the accolades and the achievement and the things that are making you feel like you know better this situation than anybody else. But the thing that they want me to focus on is this page, and a page is usually a younger person or somebody who is bringing information to you. So somebody is trying to bring you information about an opportunity or some better mode of moving forward, and you're not listening to it. And so they want me to pay attention to her arms being folded and not being in a situation to receive. The information is coming in fast. Again, this is acting in haste. Like you're so gridlock, you're acting in haste, and you're not really listening to what should be going on. And so you're going to miss out on an opportunity if you don't kind of see the situation in its totality and not just your part of it. Like I feel like it's a bigger project. It's this, and this, and they're really stuck at your portion. And so instead of just being stuck there, they'll just remove you from that situation, plop somebody else in and move the project forward, because it's not a bad thing. They just want you to see the whole situation for what it is, so that you can move forward, and it'll actually lead to your advancement and things happening better in your life. And so that's what I got for you, Miss Marie. And that's why you feel stuck, is because you're not seeing the totality of it. So a good advice that I would give for you is to just ask your guys, how do I get from where I am now, feeling stuck, your higher power, or however you pray, how do I get from where I am now, feeling stuck, feeling gridlocked, feeling like I can't move, to a place where I can get some forward movement? Show me my next step. What is my next step to moving forward? And for me, they're showing me that you need to take the blinders off and just have a more open perspective on the situation. I always like to give people an action plan, and your action plan is to kind of be more open to the whole totality of the situation, and to ask your guys what your next step is. Okay. So that's what I got. So who's next? Ronald, are you our guy from England? Because if so, it has been a long time. Who's next, Kata?
Is that Peter Rabbit?
I'm wondering, because he said long time. He said hello, ladies, long time, and I'm wondering if he's our guy from England. Diane wants a card. Miss Diane, are you here so I can go ahead and pull you a card? You didn't ask for anything specific, so you just want a card. So I'll just pull a card. Oh, no, you're not? Okay. Well, I thought you were somebody else. Because he usually changes his name all the time. And it's very different now. He's still in Detroit.
So I was so sick yesterday that I actually ordered DoorDash, which I never do.
I never do either.
And I wanted to make myself feel good, so I got crumble cookie.
Oh, yeah. And they change theirs all the time. What'd you get?
I got sugar cookies, and I don't even remember. And I also ordered like a stuffed baked potato from Joe's Barbecue right here.
Oh,
and then I got Peyton a burrito from Tapo and elote, and everything was so good. He says he can't really taste it, but every time I've gotten COVID, I can taste and smell, and it is what
I've never had it. Knock on wood. Praise the Lord. I have not had it. Lord help a child.
I've had it for you, for me, and for one other person.
Oh my goodness. Miss Maria, I'm glad that you enjoyed our advice. She said she needed to hear that. So I hope everything moves forward for you. And your May could be a lot more profitable for you. And the word that they use was profitable if you just kind of open your understanding and at least be like more on the negotiating side.
So Miss
Diane, are you here?
I have her card.
Or Diana? Well, I can't even see it. Where are my glasses at? Oh, Diana. See, I do need these glasses sometimes. Diana, are you here, ma'am? Okay, we've called your name several times. So if you come back, maybe we'll get to you. If not, then we'll keep on moving. Who's next, Tina? Blessed and highly favored, are you here? May I have a general reading? So all of you that see the little scroll at the bottom here telling who's next. So blessed and highly favored is next, and then after that is Angel Wings, and then it's Dune, and then it's Apple's mom 101, Apple Lemon's mom 101. So all of the names are going across the bottom. So if you're here and you're red, just let me know that you're here. So Keena, did you get Tanya Hikes? Because she said she wants a general. Did Blessed and Highly Favored say she was here? Okay, Keena, since Apple Lemon says she's here, let's just go to her because we are on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter, Ronald.
I need to figure out how to do Twitch and Twitter. I have Twitter. I have an account. I just don't remember.
You just like when it tells you to add your locations, you have to know your passwords. That's most of my problem. I didn't go on Twitch for a long time and I had to reset my password.
I have 2 Twitter accounts. I didn't even know I had 2 Twitter accounts. I mean,
Apple Lemons on Twitch. I will give you a general reading. I do not tap into other people's energy, so I don't have permission to tap into MS's energy. But I'll give you a general love reading. If something comes up about him, then I'll let you know. But I think it's unfair to tap into somebody's energy who's not here and give me permission because maybe he doesn't want you to know that information about him. So I'll just give you a general love reading.
All right, I can't decide. Fuck, my hair is everywhere. I can't decide what we're gonna have for dinner, so we have a choice between steak.
Tina, are you reading Jaded's comment?
There's always something on Keena's mind.
All right, so Apple Lemon. Let me give you some love. Tina, did you get that Tanya person? Because she was on there earlier. I saw her comment. So I feel like we got enough time to add her.
Okay.
Oh, you're looking for Tanya. Wait a minute. She said general, please. It's just before Apple Lemon saying hi. All right. So go ahead. I'm sorry, Sheri Beery.
Okay. So for Miss Apple Lemon 101, I got the 9 of diamonds, the 3 of clubs, and the Queen of diamonds. So the 9 of diamonds says that you're a daydreamer, that you like to daydream about. I'm thinking that you like to daydream about your future and what's coming. But don't forget to put those efforts in, and you can't just sit there and daydream it and not put those efforts into. That's what they're telling me. It's that you dream about it, but you don't do anything about it. Hopefully that makes sense. Then I got the 3 of clubs, which clubs is business and career. And it's like there's obstacles in your way and there's been setbacks. But it's because you sit there and daydream about it instead of doing stuff about it. You're like, oh, I wish this would stop, but you don't do anything to make it stop. And then I got the Queen of Diamonds. Again, that is luck, fortune, happiness, social circles, and home. And it says a good female partner, sound advice, deeply sexual, and a wedding. I'm not getting that. I'm just saying that you're the daydreamer, that you don't do anything about it, that you have these obstacles and you sit there and you go, well, why is this happening? But you don't do anything about fixing the obstacles, and that there are people trying. There are people trying to give you advice, but you're like, yeah, but so you keep putting barriers in your way. So these people that are trying to help you are really there to give you sound advice. They're your friends, your family, some coworkers. I'm hearing coworkers, and they are definitely, they're not trying to run you aground. They see things from a different perspective. And I really hope all of this is making sense to you.
Oh my God, it makes sense, Miss Sheri Beery, because I want to jump in so bad and tell you everything that and how on point you are about this person. No. This person is not good for you. I'm seeing the relationship from your perspective. I'm not going into his energy. I'm in your energy. I see you, not necessarily like you guys having arguments because he's not giving you, he's not reading your love language. Like you need to be, like you need attention. You need to be told that you're beautiful. You need, because the card that came, so that all the cards that came out made sense and I put them back. The Empress card came out. You want to be told that you're beautiful. You want to be seen as somebody who's desirable. And he just doesn't give you that emotional commitment. He doesn't give you what you need emotionally. You need to know your love language, and so that you can stop arguing with this person. Let this person go because it's not good for either one of you. The information that you're receiving from the friends and family and coworkers that Sheri Beery is telling you about is because they're telling you you need to move on. He's not giving you your love language. If I'm a person that needs to hear I love you, and you're not a person who says I love you, you're a person that does things for me, then we may not work. Either I have to bend to the fact that you do things instead of saying I love you, then or I have to let you go because you are a doer, not a sayer. I prefer a doer because a doer shows me that he loves me versus a sayer who can say it and then shows me no, does not follow up with the right commitment. So I can say that I love you all the time, but if I'm always cheating on you, if I'm always hiding my phone, if I'm always out late, if I'm always unavailable, saying that I love you is a mask because they're showing me a raccoon wearing a mask. So in this relationship, you are not happy. You are always arguing with this person and you want to move on and you're just going around asking different people, hoping that somebody will agree with what they're saying and how you present it. So like when somebody tells you, girl, you should move on, you start defending for him, or what I say, caking for this person. Like, oh no, he's not that bad. I mean, sometimes he does this and sometimes he does that. And well, the other day he did this. And overall, honey, there's no happiness there. So based on my perspective of what the way you're receiving this relationship, you're not happy in the relationship. And what they're saying is this is what you want, to be desired, to be loved, and to felt like you're a sexual being. Your independence is coming. Like I feel like there's a financial blessing coming because this is independent wealth that is coming before you, but it's not coming because they don't want this person to be a leech or to be connected to you in that way and receive that blessing for you. All your cards are about pentacles, honey. Everything is pentacles. Everything is money coming to you, new money, unexpected money, balancing your resources. And then this is right here. Exactly. And then this right here is the unknown. All these, this is that daydreaming that she was saying. Usually on this card, it says dream. This is that daydreaming. You're hoping and praying that it turns out better or he changes into the person that you want to be. Literally, at this age, we're not changing that much. I am who I am. So you either are going to like me the way they are or not. I was online. I was looking at this profile the other day and he said, I like women who only wear their natural hair. Keep on moving because I don't wear my natural hair. And we're not going to have that discussion. You're not going to make me feel bad for not wanting to wear my regular hair, and we're not going to keep having this discussion about, oh, what does your hair look like? It looks like what it is when I take it down. We're not going to have that discussion. So you need to see the red flags, and for me that was a red flag. He said he wants somebody with natural hair, then I'm not going to do that. If I meet somebody who says they want children at this age, honey, I'm not going to give you those children. So why would I go ahead and move forward with you when I already have the red flags? Stop turning your red flags pink, and don't keep going to all these people getting on their nerves, asking them about this boy when you know, or whoever this MS is, when you know good and hell well as everybody's done told you. Like you are getting on people's nerve to the third degree. Like they are so tired of hearing you coming. Like, can you please just go on with this boy? Okay.
So
I'm sorry.
Angie said something that like triggered something in me that I'm gonna say. And when we date people and our friends are like, girl, guy, that person is no good, that person is this, that, and the other, and they're telling us that, we take it personally, like, oh, but I picked him, but didn't I make a good choice? You can't take it personally. I mean, you can. I can't tell you what to do, but try not to take it personally because they're not actually judging you or picking on you or judging you for your decision to date that person. They're actually judging that person, not necessarily judging, but they are saying, hey, that person's not good for you. They're not judging your picker. My picker is completely off. So I hear that quite often. This person's stupid and sucks. And then I'm like, no, they're good. Look at what they did the other day. And then I realized, no, you're not judging me. You're judging that person. So sometimes,
and also our friends, usually if this is somebody that you feel able to confide in and ask them what they feel about it, or they're giving you advice on this person, what they know you a lot better. You know what I'm saying? They know you, they know what kind of person that you would like, and then they can see that you're settling for less than that. Literally, remember I told you guys this story over and over and over about dreaming about the Judas person, and I'm thinking like, well, no, maybe. And my sister looking at me like I grew an antler out my head. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes we can't see it. This came from my higher power. You know what I'm saying? I had a dream and they showed me this person was wrong. And I'm still like, I can't really see it like that. And they like, fool, let me tell you, it is like that. And they blocked that person from me. So in this situation, your family and friends don't want to keep giving you advice because they don't feel like you're listening. You're caking for him. Every time they tell you, girl, he did this, you like, well, no, maybe he did this, maybe I did that. And so they're saying, move on, honey. because you're blocking your financial blessings because they don't want him to get to be latched onto that. And you think that he's changed because he loves you, and he's changed because you have more money coming in. There's opportunity that's coming for you. I hear the word promotion at work, like you're really doing a good job, and this person isn't going to enhance your life. He's going to make you fumble the ball. And that's
My
literally what
gosh.
he said, was fumble the ball.
Angie told me that my ex was holding me back from advancing myself into a better career. And I thought, she crazy, right? So I changed jobs soon after that comment, a couple months after that comment. And then he was just so negative, 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 negative about what I was doing. He was very negative about my previous job. And then this job, I'm like, he was so negative about a pair of fucking shoes that I was buying. Because he's like, that's not you. That's not you. Why are you trying to fit in with these people? And I'm like, it's not fitting in with these people. It's fitting in with the work dress code.
And see, those are little things that just get you off of your game, just get you out of, and so now you're self-conscious about your shoes when you go to work. And then you're not focused on what you're supposed to do. You made a comment, Apple Limited said, do dreams are dreams true, or are dreams real? Girl, I know you ain't for real asking me that. Dreams are so freaking real. They are ways that your higher power contacts you. Everybody thinks that when your higher power contact you, it's like, oh, Angie, go to the market and buy some grapes, and then you'll find $50 under the counter. That ain't how my people speak to me. My people come to me in dreams. And that dream was so clear. Like literally, this person kissed me on the cheek and turned into, those are really cute. Oh my gosh. He didn't want you to wear them because he thought somebody was going to be like, hey, what you doing? That's what that problem was. But this person turned into Judas. Judas in the Bible is the person who betrayed Jesus. So they were showing me, one, because I'm a religious person, I knew the Bible. Hey, Judas betrayed Jesus. He kissed him on the cheek so they would know that that he was the one that needed to be crucified. And then in high school, my teacher was very big into Julius Caesar. So Judas was the monologue that I did from Julius Caesar. So he's the person who betrayed Julius Caesar. Dreams make a lot of sense. A lot of times our higher power can only reach us through our dreams. I dreamed about a snake. I dreamed about a rat. All of those things make sense. All of those, I don't know if you're a religious person or not, but a lot of times in the Bible, how would he give information to the prophets? They would have a dream. They would see a vision. They would see an image. All those things are ways that your higher power contacts you. If you taste the food, if you smell something, it could be a deceased relative trying to reach you. Your higher power or your ancestors and angels and guides try to reach you in all different ways. When I first started doing tarot, I used to taste salt water in my mouth when it was talking about the river or the ocean. That's how I knew it was an ocean. The body of water was an ocean because I would taste salt water. Or I would, like the first time that I had where they made my heartbeat speed up to let me know that somebody had a heart attack, scared the life out of me. I was like, hold on, if you're going to make my body functions be different, you need to tell me that. So dreams are very powerful for giving you information and revealing things, because in your unconscious state of sleeping, you can't fight with your spirit guides. You can't fight what it is they're telling you. So as soon as I woke up, I was like, oh no, he ain't Judas. No, he clearly told me that this person, and here I am not paying attention. In your unconscious thought, you receive messages, you receive images, you receive insight and clarity. It's about you interpreting what you receive when you wake up, and interpret it logically, not in the way that you want your heartstrings to be pulled. So when I wake up from a dream and I see, I'll be like, is there anything? I ask my higher power, is there anything in there I need to be aware of or I need to be paying attention to? And then they let me know what it is. I ask questions. That's the best way that you're going to get information. But again, your higher power contacts you in many ways. Like I said, smells, taste, food, visions, movies, song. One morning I woke up and they just wanted me to listen to this song over and over and over again. And it don't matter what other song I play, all I could hear was that song. So I will be playing a different song on my phone, but all I could hear was the lyrics to that song because they wanted me to hear that song. They contact you in many different ways.
Whenever you try to end things,
you coming back. Honey, let me tell you something.
You have the power.
Exactly. You can pop somebody. Let me tell you, ain't nobody who I never want to come back ain't never came back because let me tell you, I have a strong relationship with
Mhm.
Verizon. Let me tell you, block this person. I don't need to talk to them no more. I don't need him to know where I'm at on social media. I don't need him to know where I'm at in my regular life. Block this person on my phone. Block this person on all other resources that can find me. If you come to my door, I'm gonna tell you one time, you are not welcome here. Don't come back. The next time you come, we will be calling the authorities to let them know that you're trespassing. If you want this to be over, it'll be over. It's not over because you're not standing in your power and ending the situation, honey. Nobody has times for you to be talking about, oh, well, he keeps coming back. Well, he can come back, and the
Mm,
next time he can get a nice big bat up across his head. If you want it to be done, it'll be done. He
it'll be
keeps coming
done.
back because you keep letting him in, honey.
Let him in.
If a stray dog keep coming to my door and I keep feeding him, he go keep coming back for the food, honey. He's a stray dog coming back for the food that you're providing to him, whatever that is, whatever kind of support or whatever it is that you're giving him, that's what he's coming back for. People know a good thing. They may not know how to treat you, but they know when you're good for them. When I broke up
Yes.
a person in my past, they was like the relationship wasn't that bad. Oh no, it wasn't that bad for you. You were an asshole. I was a good person. So on your end, the relationship wasn't that bad because I did everything I was supposed to do as a girlfriend. You were a horrible boyfriend. So
Yeah.
when we see the situation, it's two different pictures of the same relationship. One of us saw it the way that it was, and the other one saw it in the way that they received. Okay, so understand that he's coming back because you're allowing him to come back. You're a grown ass person. Ain't nobody gonna be in your presence that you don't want to be in your presence, honey. And that's just that. Once you put your foot down and say that it's over and done, it's over and done. And listen, even when I told you I had to dream about Judas, my people was like, okay, well, she being real, real stupid and starry eyed right now. So we just go end this for her. Give your angels and ancestors approval to come in and end anything that is not for your highest and greatest good. It's release time. It's retrograde. So, of course, he's going to come back now for retrograde. But go ahead. It's that eclipse energy. And you say this with conviction. I release all that no longer serves me. I break all bonds and ties to this person that no longer serves me. You release that person. If you really, really, really want him to go, put his name on a piece of paper, fold that piece of paper away from you, put it in a plastic bag and put it in a freezer. It won't hurt him, but it'll get him off of you. So if you really want him to go, he'll go. That's you just that's you jumping in and out of it. In and out of it. Let him know that it's done. He'll know. All right, who's next, Keena? Will I be able to go to trip to Greece? Is it a financial situation? I don't feel like it's a travel ban or anything for it. Because I have several friends. I have a group of friends who just went to Greece and they had an amazing time. They took all kinds of pictures. So there's no travel related issues that I foresee unless the pilot strike, because Southwest and American Airlines pilots are thinking about striking. But I definitely did not get anything that is external that is preventing you from going. So if there's anything that's a financial thing and it's just you making sure that you budget correctly for it. And remember, trips are expensive. Like we went to Vegas and just on me for food, travel, and just doing our extracurricular stuff, it was $500 in cash just for me to do my stuff. And we weren't even doing anything extravagantly. So trips cost a lot, so make sure you budget well. But I don't see any unforeseen circumstances that would prevent you from going unless you don't budget correctly. I don't see any family emergencies or anything like that. Is that what you're thinking, that it's going to be a family emergency, Miss Angel Wings? Because I don't see anything that is coming up that would prevent you from going. You got a yes, she'll be able to go?
Yeah, I got a yes.
Yeah. So I don't see anything that's preventing you from going. No, it's not financial, and I will go next year. So I mean, why did you ask if you'll be able to go? I don't see anything that would prevent you from going. I got a yes, a strong yes. Or is it just you kind of because they're showing me the four swords, which is kind of that fear and anxiety of going somewhere. Are you not necessarily on your own, but going that far away from where you've been? Is that what it is? Like being so far away from home? Because I get a resounding yes. That was a very easy question. Just wanted to nervous. Okay, yeah. That's what I get, like that nervousness. That's that four of swords energy, that nervousness, that anxiety, that fear, just gonna be so far away, not gonna be able to get back to things like when I was in Vegas and my son was here, like I kept calling, where you doing? How you doing? Where you at? And it's not being able to be in close proximity to get to who we want to get to in time and any delays that could happen. But I do see you having a great time. And just learning to explore and see new things. Like you want an adventure, but you're scared of the adventure. It's kind of how I see it. It's kind of like if we decide, oh, I'm gonna do zip line, and you're like, oh, I want the adventure. Then when they actually harness you in, you're like, well, wait a minute, do I really want to do this? Like maybe I want to get off of this, and they like go ahead and they push you, and you just out there. And then when it's all said and done, you're glad that you did it, and you just excel. Like you just enjoy the opportunity. So you'll be fine. All right. So who's next, Keena? All right. Dune, are you here? Keena says she's contacted you in the comments a couple times. Dune, are you here? We asked you if you're going to leave to let us know that you're leaving. So, Dune, are you still here? If Dune isn't here, then Divine Feminine or Bone Lush, are you here? Divine Feminine Chronicles is here. So let's do Divine Feminine. We're not gonna wait and what's coming up for you in love. Okay. Y'all just want my head to explode.
What's love got to do? Got to
Oh,
do?
but you're driving. Okay. So you're at an hour and 35 minutes. So if you need to go back and check where you are, you're at an hour and 35 minutes. This is where we're starting your reading, Miss Divine. If you need to go back and listen to it after you get home. And I don't know if anybody could put that in a chat for her who's on YouTube, who's on my YouTube. If you could put like an hour and 35 minutes in there so she'll know where to click and just find herself. All right. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord. Hello. I didn't even ask a question. They start popping up. Let me see what else I got for you in love. You are definitely ready to be married, Lord, because this came right out. That's that Hierophant. That's that traditional love, marriage. But they're saying you still have a little bit growing to do. You still have some fruits. They're showing me low hanging fruit that are weighing you down. Like it's some dead fruit that are on your tree. Like you have some like fruit that are
Every time anybody says low hanging fruit, I think of my English Mastiff when I got his cut.
Exactly. I knew that's where your mind was going when I said low hanging fruit. But I feel like you're a tree that's trying to sprout and you have some issues or some things from past relationships that are pulling you down. And so it's blocking your growth in order to allow you to move forward. Like I said, there are situations like relationship things from the past that I've learned and grown from and have that make me more a ready for love. Like again, 10 years ago, I would have been very combative. I would have been very, it's my point. I got to make it my way. It's got to be this. It's got to be that. And now I'm a little bit more open to listen. I may have the fix your face, Angie, like, but I am more open to listen to what you're trying to say. So at this time, Diane, we already skipped you. We tried to call you and you did not come back. So we already skipped you. And then that wasn't the question that you asked. You asked for a card. So we already passed you a long time ago, Miss Diana. Um, so you're definitely having something that is weighing you down that you haven't let go. Like maybe somebody cheated on you or hurt you. Like it seems to be a very intimate pain that you haven't let go of. And again, release those things that no longer serve you. Release all those things. Like last week, I told you on my live. Last Sunday, I was very aggressive because the eclipse was pulling out a lot of things that I asked them to remove. I said, release those things that no longer serve me. I was super bitchy. Like people was like, Angie, do you need a drink? No, I just knew that I had that aggression because I asked for these things to be removed. And my guys told me, oh, we're removing those things from you. And that's why you're so aggressive. That's why you're so bitchy. That's why you're so having this issue. And so I thank them for allowing those things to let go. And I said good riddance to those things. So allow your higher power, allow this eclipse energy, allow this full moon energy to release like the full moon was on the 5th. You're still under the full moon and you See, I wish you would have told us that you were stepping away because we would have been able to do your reading at that time and we would have told you to go back to do your reading. But since you didn't respond, we thought you had just left to go to another, like, sometimes people just leave because they don't want to wait anymore. They go to another live. So, Miss Diana, that's why we didn't, we moved on. And this is why we ask you to let us know if you have to leave for whatever reason, because we are kind. We will come back to you if you say, I got to step away. Um, but I'm sorry, back to divine feminine. It's just saying that you have all these things that you're holding on to that's preventing you from moving forward. So then I got the page of pentacles, which is good news coming in. It's usually good news about a material blessing, or some people say about a job or money or unexpected income. And it could be all those things. But for me, in this sense, I get it because we're doing love is some kind of good news about a material thing that you've asked for, something that you've been praying for, that you've been asking for, that you want to come to you. um they're saying let love pursue you. Stop pursuing love. That's what I heard immediately. You stop pursuing love. You're a queen of wands. You have that passion, you have that energy, you have that ability to attract what you want. You just got to tell what you want. Like, you're attracting what you're putting out there. If you're feeling desperate and wanting to be in love, then that's what you're attracting: desperation from somebody else or people who is going to feed onto your desperation. So they want you um to to let love pursue you, to kind of change your focus from I want to be in love, I want to go on a date, and then do make the action steps to do it. Like I kept saying, I want somebody to text, I want somebody to talk to, I want somebody to go out with, and nothing was happening for me in the clubs. We were going to the clubs, we are going to these little parties and date things, and none of those people in there were meeting the requirements or giving me any kind of attention that I wanted. I went on, did online dating, met a couple people, and I've been having a good time with talking to and getting the attention that I want. So you have to sometimes take action steps, but not in desperation of I need, I need, I need. I want. And because I want, the universe will provide for me. But again, work on that, work on those things, or kind of journal about. You can either journal about it, you can release those things, but whatever you need to do to figure out what it is that is holding that is holding on to you, and that is causing it to pull down your energy from a past relationship. So that's what I got for Miss Divine Feminine.
I got like you're in need of something, and this usually is the money or information. Like you're like trying to get it, and it's coming across to me as desperate. And then I got that you have doubts and worries, and you're feeling powerless in the situation. And then I also got the opposite of love again, terror and danger. So are you worried about money and it's really kind of stifling your forward movement? Like you're so stuck in, and like, how am I going to get this? How am I going to pay for this? I'm not, or the situation. How am I going to get through this situation? How is it going to work itself out? And you're so paralyzed in what's happening that you can't move forward with it. Yeah, that's the 4 of diamonds, the 7 of clubs, and the 7 of hearts. And it literally says, in need of money or information, waiting for abundance. And then doubts, worries, hindering success, and feeling powerless. And then the opposite of love, hate or fear or terror or of others or another or danger. So I'm just wondering if you feel powerless in it about your money situation, or powerless about this man situation, and that you can't move forward about it. Not getting any feedback.
Miss Diana, I don't know if you're still here. Don't step away. I do have information about your housing situation. So Miss Divine Feminine, does any of that things that we say make sense about your love life? Like what's holding it up? Like, as a person, listen, I am so ready to be married. I've already told my guys what I want my husband to look like, that I'm ready to receive love. I'm ready to be loved. I'm ready to be in love. I'm ready to, prepare dinner for my husband if that's what I have to do. Like I'm ready to be loved, but there's no desperation on it. Like I let go of the desperation and now I'm just having fun out here dating around to see what it is that I want. So it's not like that like this person has to be the one, that person has to be the one. I am so easily deterred from people. I'll be like, nope, not this person. Oh, nope, I don't like you. So this is things that you can do. Um, um, oh, I was reading something in the comments. My bad. So if you really want to move forward, Kena, I feel like this reading is for you as far as moving forward or getting out there. Like how you gonna want to be in love, but then be rejecting all avenues that will lead to love. So, but what they're saying is you have to get out there and really like unless you think the DoorDash guy is going to be the person that you're going to marry, like you have to get out there and in the pool to find somebody. And yes, the dating pool does have pee in it, but you can get out and rinse off. Like you don't have to accept what it is. Money came up because there's not necessarily for me um for you know what, then that could be it because the Ace of Pentacles did come up or the Page of Pentacles did come up and that comes up for, and literally when we go to your higher power, you asked about love and so I asked for it, but remember I'm going to the highest authority, I'm going to the God source, I'm asking about on your behalf what's your best thing. And so even though I ask for love, if the higher power thinks that money is what your focus should be on, that's what they're going to tell me. And so I said there's information coming in about love. This is like good news. This is a material blessing. So that material blessing for me could be money, it could be love, it could be something tangible, something that you can hold in your hand, something that you can call in that you've been wishing and praying for. So money is coming, a new opportunity is coming. And then with the Hierophant, like don't like that's the thing with a reading, don't be so laser focused on that. That's why I said material blessing and not just money, because pentacles represent the material world and the reality, the physical things that you can hear, see, touch, smell, and see, tangible things. And so then with the traditional institutions could be traditional ways of making money, like going to a corporation or something like that. But it also could be you wanting to be married, which is how I got it because I asked for it in love. And so the financial situation that Sheri is speaking about could be what's holding you back. Like we don't want to put one and one together and get two. We think that everything is compartmentalized, but sometimes if we're so love struck, if we're so love struck and we're so focused on I want love, 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 we could miss opportunities in finances that will propel us forward. So sometimes we have our higher power has to shut down that desire for love or redirect us in a way that'll get us to where we need to be financially so that we can also be ready for love. Because when you want to come to a situation, you want to be financially stable, physically, in good health. You want to be emotionally in good health, and you want to be, mentally in good health. You don't want to go into a relationship where there's a lack or there's a need where you're focused on, oh, I need money, so this person has money, so I'm going to take whatever mental or emotional abuse that he has because I want the money and he holds the purse strings. If you come to the relationship as a complete person, as a complete package, then you're two complete packages that are expanding instead of one absorbing more from the other. Okay. So that's what I got. Ms. Divine, I hope, did you have anything else? Because she said money is truly a concern for her.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Like you're stuck in that.
Cool. All right. Who's next, Keena? Bone Lush wants a general reading. Bone Lush, are you still here? And they're telling me to use my Rachel True cards.
I'm going to use an Oracle deck. Okay.
Oh, I like that, Jada. Jada said, oh, Angie, I wanted to tell you that on the full moon, there were so many feathers on my porch. And I said, wow, thank you, Spirit. That's really cool. So again, that must be the way that she asked for them to kind of let her know that she's on the right path. Everybody has a way that they want their higher power to let them know. And sometimes feathers are a way for the higher power to get your attention. If there's unless a bird exploded on her porch, that is a good thing for them to let her know
Listen,
that
Pop
she's
eating
moving
a
in the right
bird
direction.
on her porch. Meow meow.
I'm sorry, what'd you say, Sheri Beery?
I said meow meow. Cat eating a bird on her porch.
Oh, it could be. Hello,
Sorry.
Naya.
Dark.
Denise.
You guys haven't figured that out yet?
All right, Miss Bone Lush, you're next. You want a general reading? I heard speed up the process. Like you're taking a long time. Like they're showing me an assembly line that is going very, 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 very slow. Like you're doing one thing at a time. Boop, boop. They're showing me a slow, and they said speed up the process. Speed up your part in the process. You need to move forward more faster. You're holding up the process in this situation, Miss Bone Lush. So I heard speed up the process, and so you're like slowing everybody else down. You're the cog in the wheel that is slowing everybody else down. I get the Queen of Swords. You need to speak up. Um, if there's an issue that you're having, you need to speak up and let them know what the issue is so that you're not the person that's holding the situation back. Because I also get the Three of Cups, which is a celebration in this situation. Let me see what else I get for you. What is the process that she's slowing down? Are you trying to start a new business or some kind of new business endeavor and you're the person that's the hold up? Like maybe each person, like maybe there's three of you who wanted to start this new project or this new endeavor. And so this person had their assignment, this person had their assignment, this person had their assignment, and you haven't put your full 100% effort into it in order to get the information that is necessary to move this forward because I immediately got speed up the process. You're self-employed. Okay, right. So you're the hold up. You're the person that's slowing the situation down is what I'm getting. Just because you're self-employed doesn't mean you couldn't be slowing down your own progress. You could be the person that's preventing you from expanding, from going to the next level, because it's definitely a financial situation that they're showing me, or some kind of career situation that you're slowing down the process. So, what do you have for her, Sheri Beery?
I have I did oracle cards and I'm wow. Okay, so I got time, which is courage, roses, which is romance, and dandelions, which are wishes. So this is trying to I'm interpreting this as just to tell they are telling me to tell you to stand in your own power. Have the courage to stand in your own power and stand in what you believe in, what you love and what you love to do. And again, I think it has to do with your business. It's something that you're self-employed, and people that are self-employed usually do something that they love. So stand firm and be courageous. Continue to move forward in that. It's like things are kind of rocky, and but it'll get better. And it's like your wishes are gonna come true. Dandelions mean more than wishes, though. So beautiful little rays of sunshine will be coming in, and you're going to see the fruition of what you're doing. But stand firm and know that. Yeah, I just keep hearing stand in your power. Just like stand in
Do
your.
you have an opportunity to expand or to make more money or to get another source of income? Because they're showing me like this is the main line that you have right here, and there could be a break off of another source of income, but you're taking too long. Like you're fretting over little itty bitty things that don't make sense. Like, oh, the packaging, it has to be this lettering, it has to be this color, it has to be this size. Like you're fretting over little bitty things that are insignificant. They're important to you, but it's a stalling tactic that you're using in order to keep this from moving forward because you're not afraid of failure, you're afraid of success. What if it becomes overwhelming to me? What if it becomes more to me? I'll have to manage people, I'll have to do more of this, I'll have to understand that, I'll have to understand. So you're thinking of all the negative things that will come with expansion instead of all the positive things that will come with expansion. It's like it's a part of the overall dream and process that you want, but you're stopping it from having because there's literally one source of income and then you're stopping it from coming out this this way, that there's a whole nother road that you can travel. And you're thinking that if I go that way, then it'll take me off of this way and I'll never be able to get to that way. And they're saying, no, two things can be possible at once. Keena has told me that many times. Two things can be happy for once. You can write music and sing music. You don't have to choose one or the other. You don't have to just sing. You don't have to just write. You don't have to just produce. You can do multiple things. Have you ever heard of Babyface? He does them all. You could do it all. You do not have to shortchange one for the other. And they gave me the reference of Babyface. So you're thinking that if you pursue one, it'll take away from the other, or
It's
it'll make
not.
you less.
That's
But
like
there's again two things can be possible at once.
that's why it's saying have courage and do the things that you love.
Yeah, to move you forward. Like where's your heart and soul? And I feel like you're feeling like, well, this is the best choice to act. Like I feel like you've done all this research and you're like, well, this is the best course of action to do it. And if I stay on this road, then I'll get to it eventually and I'll deal with the bumps and the bruises. And your higher power is saying, no, if you go this way right here, you'll still be on your course, but you'll add even more to it. So whatever you're doing that's stalling this process, they're saying speed up the process so that they can go ahead and bless you with what you're asking for. A lot of times we speak things, we make prayers, and then when it starts to come, we're like, wait, is that really what's going to happen? Then we get afraid of it and we recoil back into where we work back into what we're familiar with. So sometimes we're familiar with pain, we're familiar with failure, we're familiar with no's. And so when we get a yes, we don't know how to act because it's a place, it's a new territory that we haven't been in. So although this is a new territory you haven't been in, essentially when you started this process, that was a new territory that you hadn't been in either. And now that you know that, it's time to break off. Growth requires sometimes pruning of the branches. If you've ever heard those stories about in the Bible where they prune the branches in order to make room for lush growth, you got to prune those branches, and sometimes that's painful, and sometimes that's a lot of work, and you got to get down and be able to reach those things that are hidden. But for you, it's all good things. They're saying speed up the process. So that's what I got for you, Miss Bone Lush. I hope that really helps you and that'll give you some insight on how to move forward. There's a song that they're playing in the back of my head or something that you haven't introduced to somebody. I don't know I can hear music playing, but they won't let me hear like the key, the lyrics, or anything. But it's something that's kind of sitting in the back of your head. So I feel like there's all kinds of ideas in the back of your head and you're just not allowing them to flourish. All right. So who's next, Keena? The Keena lady. All right, let's get the next person. So let's get rid of this person. So Miss Tanya Hawk, are you still here? Tanya, are you still here? And then the next person I have on the list is Diana. And then old man, bro. You asked for a general. I am gonna do it for you. We're almost done. And you're okay, Keena. And you've been very patient. You haven't been overwhelming. So I'm gonna go ahead and pin your comment and do that. And you'll be my last person after Diane. Um, no. So, Tanya, are you still here? Where can you donate? I don't. You can donate at A5says. On Cash App. Keena, can you put that in there?
Cash App.
And then if you want to donate to Sheri Beery, put your Cash App in there. And last time I checked, you didn't even know your Cash App.
I know.
But you gotta look it up. Look at her.
Yeah, I'm looking it up. What is my Cash App?
Keena, don't put it up for me. I know my Cash App. I may put it in the chat, girl.
What is it? The $sign?
Mm-hmm. Oh yes, that's it. I guess Keena, you Cash App you on the time. So that's how you can but again, you guys do not have to do that. It is greatly appreciated when you do those things. But our readings are completely free. We just love to give back, and I'm all well about healing. I always give you healing messages. You guys don't know the preparation that I do when I come here. I literally hours before I get it, I meditate on it. I call in my mediumship guides. I call in my angels, my ancestors, and everybody because I really want this to be a powerful thing for you for your healing. All right. Oh, and I don't know how to do it on Twitch because I haven't set up anything on Twitch to take donations. Oh man, bro, I'm sorry. So Tanya asked for a general.
Who was the person that was supposed to contact me about herbs? I need to write that down.
Oh, John. Okay, John. I will call you that. I'm sorry. God, what was her name? Shit.
Because I need to create a different yeah, thank you. Thank you, Jason.
They gave you the name?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, I was going back to look for her comment. Thank you, Jaded.
Okay. I need to create a new platform or something. Because my TikTok is like out of control with everybody from Nigeria trying to marry me right now.
I mean, you might be Queen Sheri sooner or later.
I'm already a queen.
You a prince and you get there, y'all gonna be living in a hut.
I'm already a queen.
But you'll get the official title from your Nigerian prince.
Yes.
Okay, Miss Tanya, I was trying to tap into your energy without doing the card, so maybe I just need to shuffle to get some more information.
Well, I got a couple 8s and a 7.
You can go ahead whenever you want to.
Okay, I got the 8 of Wands and the 8 of Swords and the 7 of Pentacles, basically clubs, spades, and diamonds. So clubs, is about work. Spades is about tears, heartache, suffering. And diamonds is about luck, fortune, happiness, and social circles. So your 8 of clubs is talking about your work, the communication with your bosses, and how that's going out for you. Your 8 of clubs, that's sorrow, that's sadness, that's arguments, that's shouting. So I'm thinking that you and your bosses are not communicating well, because that's what these two tell me. And that you're also dealing with people that are lying, or there's lies, deceit, falsehood, and fraud and trouble. So lack of communication with your bosses, and then there's like money problems or fraud, or not necessarily money problems, but whatever this argument is, you're arguing about this. You're arguing about like something's not accurate, and like you're catching the inaccuracies, and they're going, okay, well, whatever. What are tarot cards and regular playing cards? Your tarot card reading? Oh yeah. I do tarot card readings with playing cards. Yes.
Wasn't the first set? Isn't that how tarot started, with playing cards? Like way way.
There's like a huge history. So there's like 52 cards in the deck, which there's 52 weeks in the year. There's 4 seasons. There's 4 suits. There's this whole huge thing about it.
Yeah, I thought that I read that like that's how it initially started. Then the other cards were developed, but I thought it literally started with playing cards.
I have the history somewhere. I have the history of it all somewhere, but what is it? Omanbro.
You said call him John.
John. You just opened a rabbit hole for me. I do open rabbit holes. I'm a witch. I am a gray witch. I am a hoodoo practitioner mostly. I do folk magic, and tarot card readings with playing cards is very much hoodoo and folk magic. Not voodoo. I have not been invited to practice voodoo. And voodoo is a religion and is based off of religion, and hoodoo is folk magic. It's magic that's brought in from different cultures and different things and people that came over to the United States. So you've got Celtic, you've got African, you've got Haitian, you've got all of these different types of magic, and that is what hoodoo is. And I am very much a hoodoo practitioner because I will, I, I'll use anything. Like, okay, so this is my honey jar, and it has honey and a bunch of other shit in here, shit stuff in here. My honey jar is it. I have to feed it and remind it. But do you remember like when you walk down the street and you're like, find a penny, pick it up, and all day long you'll have good luck? That's hoodoo. That's hoodoo. Or you lose a button on your clothes, and everybody's like, oh, because my grandma used to tell me like buttons are lucky. If you lose a button, you got to keep your button. Or people put horseshoes above their doors, and the horseshoe goes up. My family is Irish, and they were like, put the horseshoe up because that is luck, good luck. I did not know that was a folk tradition for Ireland. So when I started practicing magic and learned about hoodoo, I was like, oh shit, I'm a hoodoo practitioner, like from all about it. So
Yeah,
I
I
started,
always talk about things that my grandmother did, like way back in the
yeah.
past, with putting the salt outside the door, not letting people cross over your house. Those are all things that came from like folk thing. Like when they tell you not to walk under a ladder, not to open an umbrella house. My grandmother did all that stuff. She put salt outside her door, she put peppers outside her
Mhm,
door, she lit
mhm.
candles, she did all of that stuff. But if you don't understand what the purpose of it is or where they got the information from, you don't understand the power in it.
And then
Um,
it dies over generations because generations don't talk about it because it's very private. But yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that like Angie said, my family's from Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Texas, so we have all of that southern stuff in there too. But yeah, I love folk magic. It's for me, it's everything. So
I have one thing. I kind of want some red beans and rice now. Damn it.
yeah, me too. I'm like, what's for dinner? And I didn't even buy any. I didn't go out yesterday. I ordered all my groceries online and went and picked them up today because yesterday I was sick. Today I have COVID. So I just like seeing that. I'm like, man, I didn't order any red beans and rice or nothing. No
Miss
jambalaya.
Tanya, I do have a very distinct vision that I'm being received for that is being received for you. So I see you on a bicycle on a tightrope above a body of water. Water for me is emotion and is embracing emotion. So that's the fear and the situation in the situation or the emotional situation that I think Sheri Beery mentioned. So you're on this tightrope. You're afraid, like if I don't balance everything correctly, I'm gonna fall off. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna have this disaster. I'm going to fall in this rushing water. So there's a lot of fear. And what they're saying is open your eyes. See it clearly. That's an illusion. You have the power to balance this situation. You have the power to get it from one end to the other. So I don't know if this is a project or something that's very important that you're working with, and it's a lot of pressure on you, and so you don't feel like you could balance. But what they're showing me is just open your eyes and see that you're not on a little platform that's like this, because this is what you think that you're. And look what card came up. I didn't even shuffle the cards. This is the top card. Balance. What have I been saying? Balance. I didn't even look at the card, but this is what you think you're riding on. They're saying if you actually look at the situation correctly, you're riding on solid ground. There's nothing that's going to deter you. You're not going to fall off into the water. That's your fear and your anxiety. They're showing me the Nine of Swords as the card that you're having sleepless nights. This is really, really weighing on you because if you mess this up, you are fear of what you're going to lose. And what they're saying is you hold the power and the control in this situation. You can balance this out if you understand what your part is in this situation or what information you have. It's all about balance right now. It's not about rejection or somebody taking away your blessing or your resources. It's about you understanding the how things are intricately balanced, like kind of like how they talk about the butterfly effect or pulling the wings off of something and changing the whole outlook of something. It's not this is how you're seeing it. Like this is the you're on the bicycle. Right across this. Well, this is a lot harder to write across the top of this than this is. This is what you're actually writing on. And they want you to open your eyes and see the totality of the situation and to have no fear because you are divinely protected, but you're also not in a situation that is dire at this time. You are definitely um able to make to balance this situation out. And on things that you don't ask enough questions. Like you're afraid to ask questions because you're afraid that people think that you don't know what you're supposed to be doing. And they're saying ask questions. If I'm a person that will ask questions over and over and over and over and over again. I went to dinner last night and I wanted to know. We passed by this little by this little counter as we were going to our table, and they were making something in there. So when my waitress came over, I said, "Hey, what is that over there she's making?" She said, "Oh, there's a homemade donuts. Do you want some at the end of your dinner?" So because I asked, I was afforded something that I didn't even know what it was. I didn't know what it was. To me, I didn't know. I didn't know exactly what it was. I just saw it. I asked a question. She's like, "Oh, I'll bring you a whole bag of them over." She brought them to our table, and we had warm, fresh made donuts. And so it's all about asking the questions to receive what it is that you want, even if you don't know what it is that you want. It's about inquiry. It's about you asking the appropriate questions to get you from point A to point B. Because if you're holding up the process at point A, you're never going to get to point B. And all I see is dollar signs, money being wasted because you won't ask the appropriate questions. So one thing they're saying is open your eyes and see the totality of the situation. And then two, ask the appropriate questions because as a king of wands, as a leader, you would ask the appropriate questions. You have a whole kingdom to you have a whole kingdom to preserve or to look after. So you want all of your subjects in the situation to look favorably upon you. You don't want them stealing from you. You don't want them rebelling against you. You are in control of the whole situation. But this is how you're feeling. You're feeling bound. You're feeling stuck. You're feeling like you're gonna lose control of the situation. They're saying, no, you're not. Just open your eyes and see the situation for what it is. You're not responding to me, so I don't know if that's correct. So I hope that helped you out, Miss Tanya. But again, the situation isn't as dire as you need. You literally are the king of wands in this situation, and you just need to make better decisions or ask more information. How do you know what is needed in the kingdom if you don't ask the questions to find out so that you can make those things happen? It could be a difference of just changing a report. Like I remember when I was on a project and it was a total just it was a catastrophe. It was a train wreck waiting to happen. But I got a hold of it and I organized this, I organized that, and I changed the whole trajectory of it. And it became something that was mine, my project that I developed, that I control. And they knew every Monday this email is going to come from Angie. By Tuesday night, we need to get this information to Angie. By Wednesday, Angie will be giving us another version of that report that had all the information completed in there. And then she would have the other. And by Friday, our new hires were ready to hit the floor, or they were or all the orders that needed to come in for the new hires were there. But I had to take control of the process and balance the resources that we had, and I was the resource at the time, but I needed the information from different people, and so I had to do what I needed to do to get the information. And so over time, and it didn't take, it wasn't just like 1 week it happened. It took over time, me gathering the information and understanding what I needed in order to make the project or the situation flow in a way that it was necessary for all people to get what they needed. All right. So I hope that really helps. And then Miss Tanya said, thanks so much. That really, really helps. But at the end of this, I do see you breathing a sigh of relief. It's just like I feel a real tightness in my chest. Like you are really wound up about this, and it's really causing you a lot of emotional distress that you'll need to. The quote that's coming to mind for me is when Joyce Meyer say, worry is a down payment on something that can never happen. You're worrying about something that may not ever happen, and you've wasted all these moments of your life worrying about something that may not ever happen. Once I heard her say that, it didn't stop me from worrying all the time, but it gave me a new perspective. I'm putting a down payment on something that may not ever happen. I'm wasting money, I'm wasting time, I'm wasting resources. So that's what I'm saying. That's what they're saying. Oh, that's so nice. That is really, really, really nice.
It was really, really
Oh,
nice.
same here. Same here. John, I want to say thank you. You are
Thank
such a nice person. You are very, very nice. And I'm definitely gonna have me some red beans of rice today, sir. You better believe it.
you. Yes.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is such a nice gesture. He just cashed up us for red beans and rice. Look, my stomach is growling like
We
really
should
bad.
we should go together. Remember that place we went to eat where your car got hit?
Yes, and I met that awful person.
Yes.
I
But they
did.
had good red beans and rice. We should just go together.
Oh, you know what? There's another place that sells red beans. And I think it's down the street. It's called Voodoo Daddy's
Oh yeah, yeah,
Kitchen.
yeah, yeah.
Have you ever been there?
No, where is it? Where is it?
It's on Elliott, right across from Walmart.
Down by your place?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Not
Okay. So
today, because I don't want to give you COVID.
I exactly know that. I exactly know that. But I'm having red beans and rice today, John. So you might even see a picture of me online eating some red beans and rice. I don't know. Oh, I'm going to Voodoo Daddy's Kitchen to get me some red beans and rice. And that's befitting because you were just telling him about voodoo and hoodoo. And I'm going to Voodoo Daddy Kitchen and get me some red beans and rice. You see how that all worked out, John? Like that's how the universe works. It's a series of steps of things that you have to do. I put it out there. That's manifest. That's instant manifestation. That right there. I
Yes.
want you all to see that. All of that you're here, that's instant manifestation. We put the desire out there that we want red beans or rice. Here is somebody who said, "Hey, can I have your cash app?" He sent us money to go get red beans and rice. That's instant manifestation. That's manifestation on 1,000. You know what I'm saying? Instant manifestation. That's what I'm saying. Put your desires out there and allow it to come to you. Just like that. And so now all I have to do is go take that money, go and get me some red beans and rice. Instant manifestation. That's how the universe works. You put it out there. I didn't put any kind of pressure or desperation on it. We just said, red beans and rice. And then there it comes to me. And it's something as easy as that. If I can manifest something as easy as red beans and rice, I know I can manifest $25,000 or $30,000 in the next 7 days, y'all. Come on now.
I would go
Exactly.
get
That is literally manifestation. It's just that easy, y'all. It ain't that hard. Okay, so Miss Diane has a question about her house or apartment. So, okay, Miss Diane or Diana, and I'm sorry I keep calling you Diane. Diana, are you trying to move into a new build? Because they keep showing me like a cookie cutter community that you're trying to get into a new build, and you're having some situations about financing. Like it's not like they just raised the rates on the Fed, so you're having issues about financing, and you're like, oh my God, woe is me, what's going on? Is that what I'm getting, Miss Diana? Is that you're having some issues with financing and the affordability? Like maybe you were approved, and oh, I don't know. Oh, look. Oh, I don't know. I hope not. Lord help the child. So, Miss Diana, are you still here? Is that the issue that you're having problems with financing and being able to find financing? Because they're again showing me the word apartment, and you're going to. It's going to take time. So your first step or your next step seems to be an apartment. It's not a denial. It's just a delay at this time because you're not financially ready to do it. So again, this is finances that they're showing me that you're not ready to do that. So is that what we're getting with Miss Diana? Is that the situation? Finances again. So I do not see a house because it seems like it's a new build, a new community, and you're having an issue with the finances. And now that they've raised the rate again, your money, like the amount of house that you can get for the amount of money that you have is not coming. So they show me what you want. Clearly, it's a beautiful setup. It's a nice small little cottage or a nice small little housing community that you want to live in, but you're just not quite there financially in order to do that. And so they're showing me the word apartment again, and they're showing me that this isn't a denial, it's just a delay in it until you're more financially sound or until the rates are better. So I do not see the house coming for you. I see an apartment. Will you get the apartment? I apply for military benefits.
The military benefits?
She says She says she applied for military benefits. You want to know, will you get the house and like on one of those loans? Right now, I just do not see you getting it. Eventually, like I said, it's a delay, not a denial. Like not a total denial. Like maybe like I feel like you're talking to financial people and they're saying you just don't have enough resources in order to get it. So even if you get the loan, it's just think about it. Don't put yourself in a situation where you can just afford the house. So you can't afford food. You can't afford the insurance on the house. You can't afford to get gas. Do not put yourself in that situation where it's unaffordable. So they're saying an apartment at this time is a little bit more feasible for you right now.
It is remodeled the apartment. No money. Late husband was in the Navy. So you're trying to get his military benefits and they're dragging along. And the military has got tons of bullshit and
But
red
that doesn't
tape.
make sense to me because if he died and you were still married, then the benefits should have just rightly went over.
Doesn't work.
So he died late last. Wait, when did he die? He just passed. Are you the same person from last week who asked me and I told you it was an apartment? Then you came and told me that somebody else told you were going to get the house. Are you that lady?
Well, yeah, you need to apply. Like you can't sit on it.
So in one thing you said I apply, and then you said no, I have to apply, meaning you have to apply for it. So he died 5 months ago. So you are the lady. So it is exactly what I said last week. You're going from live to live. You're not that person. Because this is the exact same situation that happened with the lady last week. This is exactly her husband had just died. She was trying to get up. She was trying to get decide between a house and an apartment. I told her she was going to get the apartment, and then she said somebody else had told her that she was going to get the house. It's the same exact. You are that person, okay? So it's the exact same situation that I said last week. You're going around from live to live, asking the same question until you get the answer that you want. I'm not getting into this energy again. Thank you. Have a good night. And I literally got the exact same thing that I had last time. I literally got it the same way that I got it last time. Is that your finances just are not right. And to go to the apartment, it's not a denial that you're never going to get it. It's the same as it's you not being ready for it yet. So you're wanting them to give you a house based on, okay, I might sort of soon get my husband's money. The banks don't work like that, honey. You got to have tangible evidence that you can make this payment. That's what they need to see. And then after all that stuff with the housing situation, you think they're going to be like, well, she applied for the benefits, so let's just go ahead and give her the house. No, you need to be looking for an apartment because the next thing you're going to be saying is, I have to get out and now I have nowhere to go. And as apartments before, a very hard process. I hate apartment searching. I hate housing searching, but I hate apartment searching for sure because it's such a hard price. View this apartment. What is the rent? What is the rate? When is it going to be available? Is it upstairs? Is it downstairs? Is it whatever? And so what they're showing me is you really need to be looking for an apartment because you're just not financially ready. And so if you start getting your husband's,
we told her this last week. We told her this exact thing last week. Why are you putting your energy into it? Stop.
Exactly. And that's what I said, that it was her, but I'm telling her it's the same thing that I told you last week. You're just not financially ready. And if you get his benefits, then you can save the money and make yourself financially ready. Like nobody's going to give it to you based on you saying that you might
go to the
get it.
apartment. Man,
Exactly. Go to the apartment.
I knew it. I knew it was the same person. I fucking knew it.
Okay, all right, Miss Diane. You really want you want me to? It's like you want me to change the answer that the higher power is giving me.
No
I can't
way.
change it from whatever they're doing. And the reason I knew it was you because they showed it to me the exact same way that they showed it to me yesterday. When I say I'm tapping into a higher source, I'm tapping into a higher source. This isn't me judging you. This isn't me making up stuff. This isn't me just interpreting the cards. This is me receiving information from the higher power. And so that's how I knew it was you because they came back and showed me it to me exactly the way they did it. And even Sheri recognized it. She was like, isn't this the same person from last week with a different name? And so that's what you're doing. You're going to different lives hoping that they'll give you the same answer or give you the answer that you want. Somebody telling you yes on a live isn't going to change the outcome of the situation. Just because they tell you yes doesn't mean it's going to happen. What I'm telling you is exactly what I'm seeing and how I'm receiving it from the higher power. And that's the same thing I told you last time. I understand your situation, but I hope that things turn out better for you than the way it is, and you see it clearly for what it is, an opportunity for you to save some money and then get what you want. Exactly. I have 33 minutes, so I have to go get okay. So please stop coming on here asking multiple people, because you're having us to tap into a higher power's energy. And that's what I'm doing. I don't know what everybody else does, but that's what I do.
I'm not doing it
And all
at
of our
all.
readers. And so you come in here and you ask us to tap into this energy. We give you the answer, and then you want to go back and forth and debate with us on why it should be or it should not be that way. And I understand the situation, because housing is a significant thing, and I do sincerely feel bad for you in this situation, but the apartment may be the way you want to go. If Kina was to come on her, she would tell you she got approved for this program. She was ready to move forward. She saved all the money. She did everything they told her to do. When she got approved for the program, they said, okay, we can only have 10 people in the program at a time. Once one other person finances their house, gets approved for their house, and they start their process to move in, then you're the next person on the list. By the time they got to Kina on the list, they had ran out of funding, and Kina couldn't get her apartment. And I mean, she couldn't get her house, and she had to move it to another apartment. It wasn't a denial, it was a delay. So imagine that, saving all the money that they told you to save for the down payment, getting ready for the assistance program, and then they tell you we're out of money, but you're the next person on the list. It hurts. I do understand that. But again, please stop coming on here asking. We've given you the information. Going to a different reader isn't going to change the outcome. Accept the apartment, and if you think that after you get the money, it's going to get a short-term apartment on lease. Get 6 months, get 3 months. You don't have to get a year. It's all up to you. You can decide that what you want. You can get a 6-month lease. You can move in with a friend. If you think that you're going to get these benefits and you're definitely going to be able to afford this apartment or this house that you want, move in with a friend. Get the information. But based on what Sheri Beery is telling me about how slow the process is for the VA, it could be a while before you get that. And I'm seeing 5 to 6 months before the all the paperwork and everything is done. So it could be a long road before you even get the money. All right. So there you go, Miss Diana. I hope that helps you out.
I get the fact that, Miss Diana, that you are desperate and you're feeling like you don't have the answers, but we keep giving you the same answers over and over. And so you've asked, you've answered. All of us have answered. Shauna, Dawn.
I can tell you, this is how you know that we're authentic. I got the same exact image that I got last year.
And as soon as you asked the question, I was in our private side chat, and I was like, is this not the same person that we did last week?
And I was like, well, I don't know. The name doesn't look the same, and I'm trying to figure it out. And so then they start showing me the same images that they showed me last week. It's I could have easily been like, oh yeah, you're going to get it, but not. My higher power showed me exactly what it was. The same exact images that they showed me last week. Exactly. Oh. You ain't lying, Kina. You ain't lying. So I hope that helps, Miss Diana. I am going to send you healing positive energy. Everybody send her some hearts. Yellow for the veteran.
May I please, I can burn. Will you allow me to do anything for you? Because I will not do spell work. Well, I did spell work for Angie one time. I didn't tell her.
But it was a positive thing. Literally, I was having a down in the day dumps. I'm sorry, John, don't leave. And I have like 30 minutes because I have to go pick up my baby and my rice. But John, don't leave. We're going to get to you in just a minute. But Miss Diana, when I say that what she's asking you, can she do? She is just really that good. Like literally, I was having a bad day. I was frustrated. I was mean. I didn't want to go on live. She was like, we're going live. I was like, nope, I'm in a bad mood. She got them bay leaves out. She put whatever she put on that bay leaf. She burned it. And all of a sudden I got a surge of positivity. I was like, well, why do I feel so good? She was like, oh, I burned a bay leaf for you. It's just that we're not reinventing the wheel. We're not teaching you anything that our ancestors didn't already do. All they had back in the day was the sun, the moon, the stars, the oceans, and the earth of the earth. You know what I'm saying? So they're doing the same thing. We're doing the same thing. So if you are allowing her to do this for you, then she can do. Look, John said, burn one for me too. And so what she's doing, she's not asking, to, we're not asking for anything that is Evil, we're asking them to give you what is already coming to you, or to put some action in it. So I'll let Miss Sheri Beery explain it to you and do it for you.
So all I'm gonna do is burn a bay leaf, and I'm just gonna say, like, to ease your worries, not to like cause anything into your life, but just to take that worry away for you. And that's all I want to do, is because you just keep, I feel your anxiety, I feel your angst from it. And I do think that, doing a couple things for you, I mean, and I usually charge, but I won't charge you because, you, you,
You're going to do it after the live?
uh-huh.
Okay. I do want to say one thing for you, Miss Diana, because you said we were together 33 years and he passed on. This is what I want to tell you. Energy is never destroyed or created. It just exists. He no longer is in his human form, but he's always with you. Like, I'm getting a very warmth energy from you. Was he a person that came from behind you? Because he may be here now. Was he a person that came up behind you and held you and would kiss you like on your cheek, or just do something? You'd be like, go get away, like trying to shoo him away, like while you're cooking. Are you a woman who put on an apron when you would cook, and he would come up behind you and just bother you in the kitchen? He really did have a deep love for you and affection for you. And so he wants you to understand. He understands your sadness, but he doesn't want you to keep crying. You cry a lot because you miss him so much and you just don't know what to do. I feel like he was a person that controlled the purse strings or the finances, and you're in a big head spin. Like, you really just don't know what to do. And so you're trying to navigate through this. So ask him to help you. You can talk to him, you can pray to him, however you would see. Like, I feel like you two had two chairs, where one chair was here and one chair was there, and you would sit in those chairs in the living room or in some area and watch TV. Sit in that chair or sit where he used to sit, and then talk to him and ask him, help me to guide me through this process. My grandma, anytime that I'm having anxiety and stress, my dreams go back to my grandmother's house because that's my safe space. So ask him to come in and to help you and to guide you. Don't see him as being gone. He is just not physically here. He still has access to you. I feel like you're having dreams about him, and then you wake up and you think, oh my gosh, he's gonna be there, and you look over to the side and then he's not there, and then your sadness comes over all over again. He wants you to stay out of the sadness, and he wants you to enjoy the memory of his life, not dwell in the sadness of his death, to enjoy. And that's her burning a bay leaf for you. You see it? So that's that positivity. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps all over, because he wants you to dwell in the happiness of your relationship and not the sadness. And that's what's preventing you from seeing clearly. That's why you keep coming back. Like, I deserve this. I deserve his benefits. I deserve to live somewhere nice. I deserve. And you are right. You do deserve. But ask him to help you to find the right paperwork, to find the right person to talk to find all the documents you need. Like, I feel like it's in the house and you don't know where it is and you don't know exactly what to do. But he's there to help you. So ask him to come into your dreams, to come in. Is there a song that you guys used to dance to? It Had to Be You, or something like that? Did you two like just routinely dance in the house? Because I hear the song it Had to Be You, or it's something along that song. It's an old romantic song. So did you two just dance around in the house sometimes? Because he's showing me like you two, like he would just come up to you and just dance, and he would sing the song to you. Is that correct? Say yes on the dancing, no, or no on the dancing. Bonnie Ray. Okay, I'm getting help from a service officer, Bonnie Ray. Yes. Oh, so yes, you did do that. So he's showing me all those things. He remembers you and the love that you share, and it's okay. If this helps you out, you're making it sad for him on the other side, because he's trying to help you, but you're not receiving his help. You know what I'm saying? So he's in a sad state. Like, he didn't like to see you in pain. And so he's trying to help you. But in the sadness that you're having, you're not seeing it with an open eye. So he's really, It Had to Be You. Is that the song? It Had to Be You. Something like that. It's along the lines of that beat. Like, I can hear it and I can see you dancing, and I can hear him singing the song to you, because there wasn't always music. There was music in his heart. He was a very fun loving guy. Was he a little bit robust, like a thicker gentleman with kind of like a little bit of belly? Because you seem to cook good too. Were you a Southern cooking person, like Southern food, like cornbreads and things like that? Because I feel he's showing me food that he would eat.
Potatoes.
Right. Yeah. You're a hearty cooking person. So say, yes, a belly, yes, Southern. Okay, he's showing me all of that. And the reason he's showing so you know that I'm actually talking to him, I'm actually hearing from him, and you don't think that I'm just making this up. He's actually showing me the food and the plates that you would get. And sometimes when you put the plate down at the table, will he pat you on the butt or rub on your butt or on your back or something? Like he thought you were like really sexy to him. Like he was so in love with you. And so he's showing me these things so you know that I'm authentically receiving this information for him. So Frank Sinatra, okay. So is that true? Like when you would set his plate down, sometimes he would like pat you on the butt or on the back or somewhere behind you. So that's what I'm getting for you. Is that correct, Miss Diana? About the food when you would set it down, like you are a very dedicated person to your marriage, and that's why this is so devastating because he was a person that kind of controlled that stuff, and you didn't have to worry about it. He did all of that stuff, and so now it's new, and you don't feel like you have anybody to help you out. Look at that. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Okay, yes. So that's what he wants you to know. Okay, so his message to you is stop dwelling in the sadness and remember him in the light that he in the light in the love of your marriage, and then sit and talk to him and allow him to talk back to you. Listen to the words of that song or whatever that song, sit there and listen. I got it, Jaden. I know. I got 20 minutes. I got 20 minutes. I'm going to get you in, John, but I have to get this message to Diana because he's very persistent. He wants her to stop grieving and to move forward with her life, but to not think that he's gone from her life. He is literally still there and still trying to help you. So sit in the space where he used to dwell and allow him to speak to you. Like take a nap in his chair, take a nap in the space which you do, and then ask him to talk to you, ask him to guide you, ask him to, he's not gone totally, he's just physically not here. Okay, so that's what I want you to see. All right, exactly, Pam. This is the reading that you've been needing, and so you're asking about the housing, but what you needed was somebody to be a medium and receive your husband for you because you are so in grief right now, and he wants you to move forward. Give them something to talk about. Okay, that is good. Okay, I will do that. So listen to that and then ask him. Oh my gosh, I'm getting goosebumps because he's really pushing. He's like, just I'll show you what you need to do. I'll show you who you need to contact. I'll show you which direction you take because he knows how to navigate this situation and these benefits in a way that you don't. And if you allow him to come to you in a dream or to write it down, like anytime you have a fleeting thought, like if you see the number 2510, that means something. It like whatever random number you see, it's all clues in how to make this come through and to get the finances. But unfortunately, you are going to have to take the apartment before you can get the house. And I see you dedicating something to him in a house, like a big wall where you just have his pictures and memorabilia of him, like a corner that is necessary for him in honor of him. I see you planning that in your head. You're already deciding that that's what you need, or that's how you want to remember him. I see you planning this in your house. And the house, again, it's not a no, it's a not right now. So until you get these things in order, but what he's saying is, had you listened to me, did he call you baby or honey? Had you listened to me, baby, you would be a lot further ahead, but you're so stuck in your grief that you can't move ahead. He's been trying to help you and you would have got approved the first time, but it's okay. We're going to take that hit. We're going to listen to what he has to say in the way that he communicates to you. When he was alive, you were almost the same mind. Like he would know if you were sad and needed flowers. He would know if you were sad and needed ice cream. What's this about strawberry cake or strawberry ice cream or strawberry something? There's something he's telling me about strawberries. Oh my God. Listen, you got Sheri Beery setting off the smoke alarm in her house trying to send you some good energy. Yes, he did. He did do what? I don't know what the yes he did is, Miss Diana. But look, what I'm saying is you were almost of the same mind. He could finish your sentence. He knew when you needed something without being there. Shortcake. Okay, that's what he's showing me, the cake. He's so wanting you to know, this is me, honey. This is me. He knows that you are like, he wants you to know specifically that this is him that is speaking. This is not me. This is all him. And he wants this opportunity to give you all the information that you need. And he wants you to, are you paying psychics for readings? Because he wants you to stop doing that. You don't need that. He really wants you to stop. Oh, Don, oh my God, Don is so freaking good at mediumship. This is what Don is saying. And he said, listen for his laughter. He is there and needs to bathe in his laughter and help lighten your load. So listen, we're all receiving at this time. Look, he is so strong. He wants you to get this message because he wants you to get out of this sadness. And so listening to him, allow him to help you to move forward, allow him to receive. I believe that you're in tears right now, like you're crying so hard right now, and he just wants to hug you in the way that he normally does hug you. You two were so in love. You two were so in love. And so he wants you to stop worrying because he said, I got this. I got you, baby. I got you. Allow me to walk you through this. He's still holding your hand. He's still holding your hand as you walk. So he wants you to allow him to lead you, allow him to take your hand and to lead you, to show you in the drawers. Is there a room that has a drawer or a desk in it? There's paperwork in there. There's stuff that you need in that drawer. It's a darker color wood drawer. Is that true? Don says he had a quirky sense of humor and sometimes was stressed and sometimes was you were frustrated by it, but it was the most often found in this humor that was endearing. So like you guys were such a cute couple. So what I need you to do is to go into this drawer and into that desk and find the paperwork that you need in there. There's something about 2510 that I keep hearing also. Like that number randomly came in my head, but it's something significant about that. So remember that 2510. Yes, he did have that. Okay. It's like he is saying sorry. He did. Oh, Miss Sheri Beery said it's like he's sorry. He's saying sorry he didn't get involved in the wait.
Like can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Because it kept saying that the host had turned off my mic, and I'm like,
oh no, why would I do that?
I have no idea. But so I'm hearing like he feels badly that he didn't get you more involved in the finances and the money thing, or like the paperwork and all the money thing, because it's left you sitting here worried, and he's like, oh man, why did I do that? And now that's why
Did she tell us he had a heart attack? Was it a sudden death? Because I feel like you weren't ready for it. I get a sudden, like I get that palpitation in my heart or somewhere in that area. Did he have a heart attack? Is that what's happening? Because I feel like it was sudden and you were not ready for it at all.
None of you were ready for it.
Nobody. So okay, go into that desk that I just described. It's a dark colored desk and there's paperwork in there. Find the paperwork and pull all that together. And it's okay. Yes, in 3. And it's okay that you're crying. Just go ahead and cry and let all those tears out because you've been holding it back a lot. And so I got it, Keena. I'm going. He wants you to really, really, really allow him to help you. Okay. So that I gotta go. I gotta do the next person because I gotta go pick up my son. So that's what I got for you. Literally, Keena, put. Can you put my email address in there? I want you to email me, Miss Diana. A massive heart attack. Okay. I need you to email me because there's so much more information. I just cannot get it on to you because I have to go. But there's my email address right there that Keena's putting down at the bottom. Email me and send me your phone number because there's more I need to tell you. Okay. Because he really, 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 really is trying to reach you. And you may not even need to after you allow him to speak to you. Okay. So literally allow him to lead you. He's literally trying to help you because he feels like you just were not ready. You were not prepared for this situation. It's all coming to you at once. And so many people are chirping and yelling at you and you're so confused and you're going to all these people. But please do not pay for another reading from another person.
Do not.
Always smoke up your ass. They're not giving you the true information. And literally in this moment, we just received him in mediumship. And he is so heartbroken that you're going through this situation. And he's just kind of like this, like, I can't believe that I left her in this situation and she won't allow me to help her. That's how he is. Okay.
And you kept asking last week, well, why did the other person tell me this? And I straight said, I cannot tell you why the other person said that. I am not that other person. But we only receive the messages.
Tina, can you reply to her on Facebook because she can't see it? Like it's going across the stream, but she didn't get it. Can you reply or just at least put my email in the Facebook? And can you do my Angie 5, not my A5says? I'm sorry, Keena. Just put it in there on Facebook so she can get it. There it is, right there, Miss. All right. So either that one too. So right there is what you need. I'm sorry, Keena. I'm sorry. Like it's really urgent because he really wants her to get this information. Okay, so now John, we're on you. All right. He just wanted a general. John, do you do construction or do you do something where you fix problems? Because it says stop patching over the hole in the wall and fix the actual problem. Like, are you getting something like that, Sheri
I
Beery?
got like stop playing. I got band-aids. I got images of band-aids.
Exactly. They literally show me like you trying to putty over something again and again and again. And so each time you have to fix it a little bit more. So there's like a crack in the wall and you putty over it and then it gets bigger and you putty over it. And they're saying stop trying to fix the hole in the wall. They're
Yeah, like
saying like
you're prolonging it, which is what this
right.
means. You're prolonging the inevitable.
There's a break in the foundation. There's a
Mm-hmm.
break in the foundation is how they're showing it to me. And you're not you're glazing over it in order to keep the peace. But what they're saying is stop trying to fix a hole in the wall. That the foundation is broken. If the way that they're showing me the hole in the wall is like it's a white wall and the crack is going up like this and down like this.
Okay.
So you're trying to plaster over it. You're not doing anything to it. You used to work in construction, so that's what they're showing me. Okay, so many damn problems. Which one am I patching? Okay,
I don't know
cool.
which one that
So
you're
they're showing it to me. Gotcha. We're locked into you. Go ahead, Miss
funny that
Sheri.
they would do it in construction because that's how you would relate with it. So
Yes.
I got that it's like you're dealing with somebody else. Like there's a lot of shit going on. That's what I got. Like all of these, there's a lot of shit going on.
Wait a minute. Are you having some issues with like, and I don't want to be all in your business like that with like child support? Are you having some issues like that?
Okay. So I got
You're not dealing with child support? Is that what you're saying? No, because I get one of the issues seems to be something with court or legal documents.
mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Miss Sheri.
I think in like I I just got like there's a lot of problems, that there's a lot of things that need to be fixed, and that there's
Is
just
somebody
like
suing you or are you suing somebody? Waiting for my passport and license to get back. No, it's not that. It's a legal issue. It's a court issue. I don't feel like it's the passport. Go ahead, Sheri Beery.
um sorry, I lost what I was saying.
I'm totally sorry.
All
Um,
right.
you said there was a lot of issues. There's multiple
This is
things. You
just a
held up
lot
the
of issues,
card.
multiple things. I got a 7 of Hearts, which is the opposite of love, which is fear, hate, terror, or other dangers. So you're dealing with a lot of things that you're trying to avoid and get out of. The 5 of Clubs, which is illness, it's like prolonging it. You need to let it go. You need to overcome it. Whatever it is that you're put yourself first. That's what he's telling me is you have to put yourself first, that you keep putting other people first above you. I think it's your like family member, like a mom or a sister, or it's a female person that you are putting above yourself. You need to stop that. And then you have doubts and worries and you feel powerless in this situation. And you can change that. You can definitely change that by taking control of the situation, telling these people to fix their own fucking problems, and walking away from it. It's a them problem. I'm hearing it's a them problem, not a you problem. And that, you know, it's not your job to always be the person that fixes everything. And sometimes no is a good word.
It's a complete sentence. You don't even have to get. I used to be one of them people who would, when I said no, oh, I don't, no, I'm not going to be able to go. I have a, now I just, no, I don't want to go.
No.
Should I stay or should I go? Okay.
That's the clash. Should I stay?
Is there a conflict between your mom and the person? Okay, this is what they showed me. They showed me your money with wings on it. Your money is flying away. You're dishing out money to different sources. And then I see like going down a drain. Your money is going down the drain. Like you're trying to make everybody happy and you're just throwing money at it, or you're trying to keep the peace. And there's money involved. Your money is flying away. Your money literally is stacks of money and it has wings and it's flying away. Should you stay or should you go? I don't make those kind of decisions for you, but I'm saying you're not happy in this situation and that you are trying to keep the peace at the detriment of yourself. You're having anxiety issues and you're having illnesses that are caused by you being stressed and bound up. Like I feel intestinal issues that you're dealing with or that they're giving me. And usually when you have intestinal issues like that with your food not digesting or you're having stomach issues or acid reflux, that's stress. That's unprocessed stress, or that's things that are giving you high levels of stress. And so are you giving out money? Is your money, and not to say that you're like you're in a dire need financially, but your money is going out heavily in this situation.
Yeah, I'm definitely
Does
getting
this
that.
person have long dark hair and is a thin like they're giving me somebody with long dark hair, very attractive, very materialistic. Come on, John. Come on, type faster than that. Come on. I know you got fast fingers. You probably on a keyboard that's got all kinds of shortcuts to it. You on Twitch. Come on now.
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay. So they're showing me this person very, very materialistic, very, very I want more, I need more. I, just giving out money and in order not to hear this, you're just doing it. You're doing it, doing it. But you're not happy. You're not receiving in the way that you're giving because they're showing me the Six of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles is basically you giving
Yes,
and not
Jaden,
receiving.
yes. He needs to keep his cup full.
Exactly. You're and what you don't want is a situation where you're obligated to pay this person. Wait, when I asked about a conflict between her and your mother, did you say yes on that? Because I saw a lot of things in there, but I didn't know what the yes was for. Was that because of the conflict with? Does she and your mom not get along? Like I hear the word heifer.
Effa.
Conflict with mother, but unrelated. Does she have a problem? Exactly. That's why I saw the child support. Oh my
Yes,
God. Oh my gosh. I literally
queen.
saw the child support. Like you like ain't no kids. I'm like, listen, my readings sometimes go far into the future. These are the possibilities. Alice's readings are subjective, people, based on the decisions you made. So in the one way that I see it, if you stay this course that you're on now, she gets pregnant, you have to pay child support. If you move it on to the other direction, then it may not be that way. So I don't know exactly what you're doing, but I saw child support and I saw money coming out. Like your money is being divided up and going out into different sources here, 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 and here. And does she have a problem with you giving to your mom?
She has a problem. She's very
Like they're
material.
literally showing me what she looks like. She has long hair. She's really pretty, and she like she's a nicely built woman. Like you have a type. You have a type, and she's really pretty, and she's like perched up on like kind of like a trophy. She's kind of
Yeah,
perched up like that. He said unrelated. The two don't speak. I'm thinking she's definitely not.
they don't speak
Okay, so
because they
like a
don't
trophy. Like she looks good on your
get
arm.
along.
She looks good on your arm, that she does, but she's not good for your heart. And I'm not saying that because I'm not tapping into her energy. I'm seeing it from your perspective of how you view her. Beautiful lady, you adore her, but you're not giving what you're receiving. So I'm seeing the Six of Pentacles. Oh my God, I gotta go. I'm seeing the Six of Pentacles, and you are giving more than you're receiving. And sometimes, and giving more than you're receiving doesn't just mean to be financially. You're not receiving emotionally what you need. Mentally, it's not good for you. Like it's a stress thing that's keeping you kind of out of your, like it affects your business wise. Like, is she a person that texts you throughout the day or calls you throughout the day and always wanting this, like just little things that irritate you throughout the day that kind of like you may be in the zone during your work and then all of a sudden here's something that she comes up with an issue.
That's what you need. Then why are you still there? If you know that, then why the fuck are you still there?
That's exactly. So again, I'm not going to tell you to stay or to go. I'm just telling you the facts of how they're spelling it out to me and how the higher power is showing it to me. You're not receiving what you need.
No,
and you can let this go.
because you're comfortable. And you love her as a person, but I don't think you're in love with her.
Do you love you? That's what you need to know. Do you love me? And listen, at this point in my life, I love me more than I love somebody else, and you're not going to treat me like a doormat. So in my love of self, I will remove myself from the situation. So these are the things that I want. outline. These are the things that I want. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah,
You're either
no.
going to give me things or you're not. Like I met somebody who was, they were not like, look, and this is bottom line what I said. I'm the only one or I'm not at all. I don't do part of a party, part of we just dating, we just blah, blah, blah. I'm the only one or I'm not at all. You decide whether you're going to deal with that and you can move on. So in this situation, you have to have a set of standards that you want. And then she either rises to those standards or you move on. Like, I'm not telling you to go or stay either way, but you have to receive reciprocally in this relationship. It's a give and a take. You're not going to give, because eventually you're going to blow up and you're just going to storm out and leave. And I feel like you've thought about leaving before because I can see a bag packed or you wanting her to go and you just haven't followed through with it. So in this situation, you wanted to know if we would pick up on it. And lo and behold, that was the very first thing we picked up on. You're missing out on financial opportunities too. Do your friends and coworkers not really like her a lot?
Nobody likes her. His mom doesn't
Like
like
she
her.
seems to be like a
People
person
don't
where
like
it's
her.
like
Just
maybe
pretty.
you're not getting invited to events.
She
Are you
just
not getting invited to events because they don't like her? And so you're
and
missing out on opportunities to what is it when you collaborate. I know. So you're missing out on opportunities to meet with other people and form business opportunities or collaborations out in the community. So that's how they're giving it to me. I'm gonna go right now because I have to go pick up my son. But if Sheri Beery has anything else for you or Keena want to pop in and tell you anything else, that's fine. Thank you for your donation, John. And it's clear what the direction is and what you need to do for this situation.
be safe.
They invite you, just not her. Right. So if this is somebody that you want to spend the rest of your life with, who wants to be in a situation where your friends are like, oh, should I invite him? Or should, like, is she gonna come? Then I don't want her to be there. So they really, really, really like, you want somebody fun. You want somebody that you can go out with. You like to laugh, you like to joke, you like to drink, you like to dine. You really like to spend good money on good food and have an enjoyable time. But like thinking about taking her, you're like, oh my God, is she gonna complain about the food? Is the wine not good enough? Is it not expensive enough? I want Moet over this. Like it's kind of like I want the $200 bottle of wine over just the very little blah 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 blah. And so what they're saying is you're allowing her to spend too much money on it. All right, so that's what I got for you, John. I hope that helps. I hope that gives you information forward. But you do have some business opportunities that are being held up because you're not going to be able to get them while you're with her. And this is the divine holding them up, that you're not going to be able to get these business opportunities until you establish a more stable relationship with her or you let her go. You choose. Either you start to get a more reciprocal relationship or you move on. So that's what they're saying. All right. I know you're saying you're going to work on it, but it's kind of like me saying that I'm going to get up at 5:30 in the morning and go walk. I just haven't done it, and you're just not going to because you're very much in love with her. But it's going to take you.
He's not in love with her. He loves the idea of her and that they're comfortable together.
And that she's pretty.
She's also pretty on his arm. She's fucking eye
But when
candy.
people get to know her, they don't like her.
They don't like her. And I don't mean to put down any other woman. I'm not that person, but she's not the right. She is, how do I put this? She may not be your cup of tea, but she's somebody's shot of tequila.
Oh, ooh, I like that. I like that. I like that. Good night, y'all.
Good night.
Gotta go.
Bye. That was spicy. It was spicy. But yeah, I see that it's just a comfort zone with her, and that you're in a comfort area with her, and it's up to you what you do and how you go. But Miss Keena, are we done? You're welcome. All right, Miss Keena, have a good night, everybody. Miss Keena says we're done. She don't want to get up here. No, Keena's here. She runs everything in the back. And like, I can't do what I do without her doing what her does, but she doesn't want to jump on here. There she is, with a beautiful face. Are you muted? Kina, are you muted? Can't hear you. Nope. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. All right. I guess good night, everybody. Bye. I was going to ask the same thing.